Welcome back to your home for the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. I'm Jeff Gersh from Coach GTV, joined by Denver's favorite amigo, Mark Jackson. Mark, welcome back to our 4th edition of the Youth Football Invitational here in Boulder, Colorado. How excited are you to be back?
So excited to be here. I mean, these kids deserve every bit of coverage that they get. I remember 4 years ago when Chris Unruh and Zarek Martinez came to me and they said they wanted to do an all-star game for the kids of Colorado. I was like, that's impossible. You guys are insane. And what's transpired over the last 4 years is nothing short of amazing.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Mark, we've added a couple wrinkles that are going to take it to the next level. Punts. We didn't have them last year.
Right.
Field goals are worth 4 points because the shortest one's 28 yards. These kids are kicking long ones. We've got a drone.
Drones.
We've got drones flying around are going to give you all the angles.
Coverage.
You're
my
going to
gosh.
love the instant replays on this drone.
This
but
is
guess what? I got
amazing.
something special just for you, Mark. A selfie stick cam that you can walk the sideline with and be a man of the people like we know you are. How cool is that?
That's so cool, man. You guys never stop innovating and creating. I love this event. The kids are getting dookie chains and they're getting belts and they're getting all type of, not just accolades, but they're learning how to love the sport of football. It's not just for money. It's not for fame or fortune. I love this. I love it.
Well, it's the best of the best, and that leads me to think, when you got something like the best coaches in the state,
The best players.
and you got the best players in the state, and you're in the best college town in the USA, you might as well pair it up with the best coverage, and you're getting that here on Coach GTV. Enjoy the game. Welcome in, welcome back, and welcome home to your home for Colorado's best youth football, the Colorado Youth Football Invitational 2026. This is our 4th edition. I'm Jeff Gersh with Coach GTV. And I tell you what, speaking of coaches, we got 2 bangers here today in the 6th grade game. Coach Frank Martin from Castleview High School facing off against the legend Coach Jay Madden, Thunder Ridge High School. But speaking of legendary coaches, I've got one right next to me. He's been a Colorado lifer. Mullins head coach joins me, Jeremy Bennett. Jeremy, welcome up to the booth and your Colorado Youth Football Invitational, play-by-play inauguration.
Thank you very much. Excited to be here. Just a tremendous event, outstanding talent, and it's an honor to be up here next to Coach G doing this.
Well, we not only do we have the best players in the league, but we have the best coaches in the state, and you're coaching the 8th grade game tonight. Everyone's excited for that one. It's the Valor coach, Mike Sanford, versus the Mullen coach, Jeremy Bennett. But, to have you here up in the booth with us is such a pleasure. So thanks for making time today to get in here. What are you looking for? These are the 6th graders now. 4th and 5th have come and gone. Okay, now we're getting to the kids that are, starting to get a little bigger, stronger, and faster. 6th grade team. What are you looking for when it comes to, the action today?
Yeah, super excited. 2 years ago I got to coach these guys, and so I've got players on both sides. But, a couple kids stand out for me that, they're all stars. But number one, a little bit of pedigree. JT Hotchkiss, QB number 16. If you don't know, his dad, Josh, is a 2-time RMAC Defensive Player of the Year, the all-time leading tackler at Western State with 504 stops. Really excited. Then on the flip side of that, you got to mention
bunch of talent out here. Yep, I know Blake Mestis is a heck of a player. Which name's jumping off the board to you?
He is. Prince Sanders.
Sure, Prince.
Obviously a little bit pedigree there too, and they're anchored on this white team by big Mr. Santos. He is an absolute monster in the 6th grade, so I'm excited to see how this is going to go. Both sides have speed. Both sides are well coached. It should be a good ball game.
Take us into being a coach for these. You got 3 practices over a span of 2 days, plus the kids are doing a combine in between the practices. How difficult is it in the 4 hours or 5 hours you get to see them to really teach them the game you're trying to play today?
5 hours, so you keep it real simple. It's just got to be fun. You got to make it fun. When kids are loose and they're having a good time, they play fast. So every staff, you'll see a real reduced playbook.
Right.
But you got to have a good time.
I tell you, the Northfield playbook was pretty exciting for the last game. They were doing some interesting plays. So even though you only get your 5 hours, there's kind of a way to do some sneaky stuff in there. And so I think, we got a lot to look forward to. Blue team's jumping up and down because they won the toss, and I believe they are going to start on offense. Yeah, look at that already. The smack talking has begun.
It started from the sideline. Jay Madden's yelling up at me. I'm not even coaching against him.
Jay Madden looks up here instead of coaching his game and goes, "You gave that guy a mic?" You're damn right we did. Jeremy Bennett's one of the greatest things to happen to the Youth Football Invitational. He's been on since day one. The duck races, any guy that can get a whole bar to chant, no more Joe. Joe's got to go.
Joe's got to go.
That's a legendary story coming from a legendary coach. How funny is that? Madden's up there yelling at you.
Yeah,
okay.
It's great.
Blue team's got the ball. We figured that out. Shotgun. You see a lot of shotgun. No one's definitely under center anymore nowadays. One running back to the right, too high and too low.
They call us 11 personnel. Looks like they're going to go right to JoJo.
Nice little handoff sweep. Gets past the line of scrimmage and doesn't get much more to gain after that. Great run there. Let's see, tackles there. Quentin Cornelius, awesome stuff. JoJo's got some game. He's a speedster.
And actually, I stand corrected on that. That was.
That was a here.
That was That was a here.
Animation. I think I did better on the when we were meeting them in the gym. Okay, here we go. We're back to that 11 personnel, right?
It's good motion here into trips.
QB keeps it himself. He thinks he's going to run. Then he throws the pass out to the slot. We got a great catch. That's 18 on the blue team. That's Nicholas Healy. 4'10", 85. 85-pounder. Young. Oh, and a little flag on the field. What happened there?
Dirty laundry on the field here. I'll tell you what I really liked about the catch was he caught it in his hands. He gathered it, brought it into his body, and immediately tried to get upfield for the extra yards. And, you had asked earlier, how do you get things done? These kids just kind of have that IQ built in already.
Right.
So, that you can't coach. That's with the young man already, and good play. Unfortunately, it's coming back the other way.
Looks like they're bringing it back. Yeah, did you see a call on that one? Yep.
Looked like blocking the back on that.
Blocking the back. Interesting. Yeah, if these O linemen, it's tough because they're going against the best D linemen in the state. But it's tough for the D linemen because they're going against the best O linemen in the state. So here we are, 2nd down, 8 to go, 22-yard line. Early in the first quarter, high snap, gathers it. That's Hotchkiss. Ball's thrown just a tad bit short. Came in a little.
Good pressure up the middle there by the defensive line caused Hotchkiss to throw off his back foot. Was unable to step into the throw there.
Yeah, that's high snap doesn't give you much time because you don't have much time to begin with. And so when you see the high snap, you just lost another second and you only got 2.5 to begin with. So,
the defense is definitely at an advantage here. So you get one miscue like that, and you're absolutely right.
3rd down and 10, our first 3rd down of the game. Another kind of rainbow snap. Hotchkiss, great athlete. Knows what to do with the ball when he gets it. Sick little stiff arm. Gets to about 2 yards short of the line to gain. It'll be interesting to see what they do on 4th down this year, Coach. We introduced punting. Punting, it's a 2-on-2 setup. If you want to do it, you're welcome to punt it. Otherwise, some of these coaches will go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this another penalty?
Was really impressed by the corner on the top side there. That's number 2 on the white.
Oh, yeah, Vincent LaFerrara down there.
Yeah, Vincent did a nice job staying home, got off the stock block, set the edge.
Okay, so here's one of those punts we're talking about. And you can see right here on the camera, it's 2-on-2. Punter gets to kick it wherever it rolls to and stops, they start from. So it's up to the guys in white to go get it as quick as they can, boom. And since he caught it right there at about the 38-yard line, that's where they're going to measure it from. Did you notice there's a 40-yard midline?
Yeah.
Have you seen such a thing?
Yeah,
Isn't that cool?
It's,
brand new turf they put in here, and instead of going with the full 100, as you know in years past, Coach, the track kind of, abuts into the corner. So I think they figured, we got some of this prime money. Let's make the field look a little cleaner, and it does. It's so beautiful. Brand new turf, and they put the wood chips in there.
Oh yeah,
like the bamboo.
You got the coconut husk and cork is what it is,
right.
Actually. So
it smells like a fence after, like my wood fence after a rainy day.
There we go.
Okay, so white team gets the ball now. This is their first possession.
One of the things that jumps out at me right away, Coach G, is the size of the linemen for the white team.
Yeah.
Talking about some of those big guys up front,
Oh, yeah. Speaking of linemen, snap goes over the head. Ball is still kind of loose. This will be interesting to see.
Sanders recovers the bad snap. Pretty fortunate there to get that back. It's going to bring up 2nd and long.
Speak of Coach Sanders, right? And then there's also, we got another Sanders here in Denver. Emmanuel Sanders, and Princeton is his son. He's been here now 4 years, I think, every year. I remember seeing Princeton when he was just a young cat over in our first year in the Denver Broncos.
That's right.
Set up.
That's
and I tell you what, when you see Emmanuel around here, he's the nicest guy. He's so chill. He's not in the ears. He's not barking too much.
He comes out to our Mullen 7-on-7 league we have for kids, and he'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
He's just there for the people.
Yep, it's beautiful. Okay. Is that Jafria?
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Watch Jafria in the backfield there. We got encroachment on the defense.
Jafria. So you know what's funny? This is a great story. We got the phonetics right here so you can know how to pronounce them.
Oh, that's good.
The first year we were here, Jafria's grandpa or someone's yelling at me from down over here, and I go, what's going on? And I look, and they're going, it's Jafria. Hey, and they go, hey, get it right. Oh.
Hey.
And I haven't forgotten it since.
No.
Great family. Mom and dad. I saw a little brother running around on the field, too. All right, here's Sanders. Another high snap. Great athletic catch on it. Rolling out to his right. Has a little turf.
Absolutely.
He's got some space to run. He gets himself right about to midfield, back to that line of scrimmage. And you say, what? He just gained a lot of yards. But, yes, they did snap that first one over his head. So 2nd and 28, gets it back to about, should be about 3rd and 12. Okay, so, you know, when's the right age to start going to shotgun? I tell you what, just right now we've got 2 plays in a row where the ball, you know, this exchange is not beneficial.
So that's going to be one of the things, right? Even though you're not up under center, you've got 5 hours total practice,
right?
The voice inflection, everything else. You know, kids trying to get set to block, it's a tough thing to do. These guys during the season with their teams, they're probably okay. There it is again, another high one.
Nice snap, a little tricky play though, that was nice.
Good defensive play here. Carry on that play.
Yeah, that was 88 on the tackle for the blue team. Colton Barden got in there nice. I mean, we talk about how big and strong that white O-line is, but I tell you what, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, right? It's the size of the fight in the dog, and those dogs on the blue front line they're dogs. They're fighting. Well, okay, that'll bring up 4th down.
Tell you about Colton, number 88, that made that stop. He's got length, right? And he's playing that edge position. And when you've got long levers and you can wrong arm and get the separation, that benefits you. So that was a great play by that young man.
Okay, each team has had a drive. Each team has resulted in a 2-on-2 punt. You say wrong arm them. Explain that to the people at home that are learning as they go along.
Yeah, so to set that edge, he's extending with that arm, right, keeping his outside leverage free. That way he can get off the block. So we're just fighting that pressure down and holding his ground. He did a great job.
Speaking of great jobs there, that was a great punt.
Good punt.
Number 87, Owen Johnson. You know, we got the game day kicking crew here, Dean.
Dean Faithful.
What a legend. Formerly of the Edmonton Elks. Last I saw him kicking was up in the CFL. But I tell you what, last game, did you see it right at the end there? There was a chance for a 2-point kick for the conversion to tie the game.
Yeah.
So not only are we bringing special teams and making it important, we're also, games are coming down to it like they do in the big show.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love the fact that the coaches have confidence in those kids to attempt those.
Well, now we get into the 6th grade game, too. These guys can kick. Ball's on the ground. Ball is on the ground. Quarterback's asking for an incomplete pass. There's no way. That was a handoff. That was a dropped handoff. It was actually a pretty good snap, too. I don't know what happened there.
First down, White.
Crazy there. It looked like the ball got into Sterling Kirkland's hands and then just didn't quite get the hand up. Not too much trickeration going on there. It was more so just
a miscue. We go back to that 5 hours. You know, if we can do anything as coaches for these young men is, I think what you can coach is getting past what just happened. We tell our kids all the time, get out of the rearview mirror, get out the windshield, and get rid of it. So
yeah, I heard Rick Pitino the other day say, you know what, these kids, they worry too much about the shots they miss.
Absolutely.
And I thought that was brilliant. Yeah, that's fine. I'm working on it. Okay, here we go. White team's got the ball back. Here we go. Stat screen's back. God, I love this stat screen. Our stats guy's the best in the business. Another high snap. Okay, different quarterback, same result.
Ball's on the ground. That might be Mac Maratelli.
Yeah, new one in there. Mac Martelli gets in there. He's 5'7", 140. Right, nice, big,
good,
tall, strong kid. And but it's, you know, it's hard to get things going. We can't do the easy stuff. You got to walk before you can run. And I think the quarterback center exchange is something we want to get figured out.
Yeah, you know, if you continue to see the mishandles, Coach G, it may be okay just to get them up underneath center here.
Yeah.
And give them a shot to execute some plays.
It's tough. It's, you know, there's such a thing as paralysis by analysis. And, you know, it happens to the best of us. I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but I think it happened to a guy named Peyton Manning one time in a Super Bowl. You know, I think just overanalyzing too much stuff when in fact you're a freak.
Yeah.
Just go be a freak, bud.
Yeah.
You know? So I think sometimes these brains, you know.
That's
these
right.
brains we got. Okay, here's Coach Frank Martin in here. Now, talk to us about your relationship with Coach Martin. He's down there in Castleview High School, not too far from you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Frank's first and foremost, a great human.
Yeah, he is.
Good leader for that program. We've played them the past 2 years. They got us as a senior loaded team 2 years ago, and we kind of returned the favor. But Frank does a great job And he's about his program and his kids. So
Frank spent some time before being a coach doing TV and radio. So we
wow.
might have to get him up in one of these.
Yeah, well, it'd probably go better for you if Frank was up here and not me. But
no, I don't know. I think I'm having the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. I wrote that myself.
That was good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Another penalty there. So here we are, 2nd and 18. You know, you see this stuff in the 4th and 5th grade game. By the 6th grade game, you want it to be cleaner, but it's hard. This is a difficult time. These are kids they've never played with.
You know, these kids are chomping at the bit to make a play, and you know, I don't know why defensive linemen won't look at the football and want to jump on voice, but the clock's running. Looks like we're getting a late huddle here.
Yeah, they do. They will call you for, delay a game. We don't show a play clock. Or do we have one? Do they? No, they don't run
they're
that
not
40.
running that.
It's plugged in, but they don't run it. Yeah.
Like you're going to have Big Ken, our back judge here. He's going to give him a hand up for 10 seconds, and then he'll start counting that down.
Okay.
Here we go. What did we just talk about? Under center, right?
Hey, see, let's play some football. Okay, faked it. Now we got at least a little action. Pass goes out to the right. That's caught. Passed. That's number 3 down there, Timmy Martinez. Timmy Martinez, nice little player there. Nice catch. Way to turn it up the field, right? Sometimes these kids catch and they try to make a juke. Catch and go.
Yeah.
Or catch while you're going.
Nice little slip out to the flat there, Martinez.
Yeah, there we go.
Again, caught the ball with his hands, turned it upfield.
I got to be honest, I do like that tackle. I like when you can get your hands on a kid and he don't go anywhere. That's Zahir.
Well, Zahir's kind of flashed for us on both sides of the ball so far.
That is what's fun. I mean, these kids, you can pretty much put these kids anywhere. It was funny. There was some big offensive linemen going through the line going, I'm going to ask Coach Bennett if I can be a tight end.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Yeah,
no. No. You can be whatever you want to be, kiddo.
Yeah. Okay, under center again. 3rd and 7. Coach. Under 5 minutes here to go in the first quarter. Motion coming from left to right. Okay,
Martinelli's pressured.
Clean. Okay, 84, ball's out. What in the heck? I think he was trying to throw it, maybe, because he felt the sack coming.
That's a fumble.
That is huge. Joaquin Trujillo keeps his contained, doesn't let anyone escape, and then puts a little bit of a oomph on that push. At first, here we go, check the replay, right? He's kind of getting his motion. We're seeing things. Keep an eye here on the edge. Yep, breaks around. 84 doesn't let anyone else. This push here, I go, what's that? Oh, they might challenge. Is there a challenge? No. Yeah. We have coaches' challenges. Have you used one or two before in your year?
If you get them, you use them.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I say. Yeah, send it. Plus, we like to practice with our technology.
I don't want anyone from Coach Martin's side over there to hear us, but that's one I would have challenged.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, because you don't have them in CHSAA and you don't have them in your club. You don't have them anywhere but the Colorado Youth Football Invitational for a 6th grader.
Right.
High snap. Good catch.
Oh.
Wow, Zahir. That's again. Sooner or later, it's funny, Jeremy, early in the game, we look down at our cars to try and figure out who these guys are. And about 4 plays in, I think we know who number 4 is.
Yeah.
It is funny. They're in alphabetical order by first name. So I'm not a spreadsheet guru.
Yeah,
which means the numbers are like we're just shooting from the hip over here. Like, how is 0 above 88? Okay, shotgun. Pass goes out to the side. There's Zahir catching everything.
Again.
This guy's got hands like Jay Jetta's.
Tell you, really good coverage there.
Yeah, once you start calling the name over and over and over again. Oh, that's McKelly Ananobi?
I believe that's who that was.
See, now we're starting to get into the 5-footers, 5'6". There's some 5'6" kids out there. Jeez. This is going to be a fun one. 0-0. Just about 9 minutes into this game. The first couple games we did shorter quarters, but these are going to be longer quarters.
Oh.
Holy cow, great
That's
tackle.
Big Santos, number 99.
I think you warned us about him. When's the first time you ever saw him?
Actually, I was eating some dinner at South Platte, and him and his parents came in, and he ordered the same thing I had.
Yeah.
And minus the adult beverage.
Take the Porterhouse?
Yeah.
You just got a new nickname, Porterhouse.
Great kid.
Good. Yeah, no, there was no getting away from the grips of Big Santos there.
Brings up a punt. This is interesting.
That's a bomb. Boom. So once they catch it, that's where the ball is down. So if that ball would have bounced one more time and rolled, they would have got to take that. Geez, who was that punting? Big 99? Mark Schulke Jr. Attaboy, Jr.
Big leg by Schulke.
You know who's proud right now? Mark Schulke Sr.
Yes.
Very proud.
Absolutely.
As well you should be. And I do love to mention how amazing the parents are here. It makes sense that these are world-class kids because they're world-class parents. And, you know, you could easily be squawking or barking or chirping, and it's pretty quiet in here in that regard. And so you got to give a tip of the cap to these parents.
Absolutely, and also a tip of the cap, just allowing their kids to do this.
Yeah.
You know, football is a game that's tough, and we've seen our sport decline a little bit. So this warms the heart when you get out here and see these young men getting after it. But moms and dads out there, thank you for all that you do and the rides to and from and the late nights. We appreciate you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in the thick of it right now, Coach. Yeah, I got an 11-year-old and a 9-year-old, so.
Oh, you're just getting started.
Yeah, there's not. I know, it's exciting. Ball is back on the ground, and it looks like we have a blue fumble recovery. That's our first turnover of the game. Get that boy the turnover belt. Did you see it? So was this under center with a bad exchange?
Looked like it.
Something's going on. You might have to take another look at this here. I mean.
That's Tillman on the recovery, number 11. Nope, I'm sorry, because he's on the white.
Oh, no, Gavin Wood.
Gavin Wood. My apologies, Gavin, and to the Wood family.
Yeah. Hey, you're good. It's all good.
Johnny on the spot. Nice job.
There's little Unruh coming back with the belt. I mean, since we're talking about great parents and great families, should we mention Chris and Cassie Unruh and Zarek and Mandy Martinez? Is there any better families than those two? Holy cow.
Yeah, just amazing what they do for kids in Colorado. Oh, great break on the ball out there.
I think I know who that was. That's Jufria right there with them red shoes and them yellow gloves. He breaks ankles on offense, and he breaks on the ball on defense.
Had the pleasure of coaching Jufria 2 years ago in this game, and he said, Coach, if you get me the ball, I'll get to the edge and score. First play from scrimmage, Jufria for 60, touchdown. So
that was it. He might have had one or two more that day.
He did indeed. Confident young man, understands the game.
Good young man, too. Kind fella.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of these guys, they like to tell you how good they smell.
Oh, he's a great kid.
JT Hotchkiss with the juke move there. He's looking to find an open receiver in the back. Oh, could not connect. That's his guy, Nicholas Healy, there trying to sneak out and get loose.
I think just a little miscommunication there. Healy hooked up, which wasn't a bad move by him. And Hotchkiss threw the ball as if he was going to continue into the corner route. So, you know, again, just getting the jitters out. They'll connect on that soon.
When you're preparing for a Jay Madden coach team, how are you trying to stop their offense?
I'm stopping the run.
There you go.
And
have we seen any runs yet?
Just one.
I was going to say, have we seen any? I mean, there's been snaps over the head. Those don't count, but.
Yeah, just.
Here's rushing. There's been a rush by quarterback. Zahir had one. And these are all negatives. Timmy Martinez had that one run. Yep.
That's right.
So.
Okay.
What do you think? Too much passing in the football game nowadays? Not enough running? I mean, I asked you how to beat a guy, and you said run, and then we counted how many runs there were.
Right.
And there's got plenty left on my first hand.
You know, I think in a scenario like this age group and lower, you may want to try to run the ball a little bit more, attack the edge, because you have some kids that their speed is you know, just superior to sometimes what's on the field. But I do think a balanced attack, but you got to keep it simple.
Yeah.
You know, a screen pass, a swing to your back out of the backfield, those are all runs.
That's a run, yep.
Yeah, so.
There we go. Look, there's Coach Madden in there. He's got his Live Lucky hat on. Just kind of shout out that he must love golf. You ever golf with Madden?
No, I haven't. I think he'd be in trouble if he
get out
golfed
there
with me. Yeah,
you like to get out on the.
I think he'd be in a little bit of trouble.
Really? Well, we haven't gotten to talk about Coach Madden too much, but we got a 5A state champion back in 2017. He's had 3 state runner-up finishes. Tell me more about Coach Madden.
Jay's one of the
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Jay's one of the great ones. You know, when you play a Jay Madden coach team, you get his guys best, and these players love him. You know, we kind of look. It's no knock on who was at Thunder Ridge here. We'll come back to that.
Snap to Hotchkiss. Yep, rolls right, finds a guy.
There it is.
Catch.
Touchdown.
In the end zone. There it is. Our first touchdown of the game comes from the blue team, and that's Benjamin Martinez, number 13. Oh, he's got a little dance, got a little move.
Nice job, Martinez.
Ball came from Hotchkiss. Great little kind of mesh point, right? They did the mesh, pulled it out. Hotchkiss is a great athlete. That kid is a hooper too.
Little
Take that for data.
Little RPO game there. Held the end just enough. And what we got that time was he hooked up instead of the combo route, and he hit him with it right away. Great job.
How comfortable are you giving guys combo routes or giving them choice routes where they can kind of read and react?
You know, at the high school level, real comfortable.
Yeah.
Out here,
takes a certain.
It does, but again, these guys are the best of the best, right?
Yeah.
So you have faith in them, you let them go.
There's the touchdown catch right there. Now we're going for the 1-point conversion. 1 point if you snap the ball and try and score. 2 points if you go to kick it. Zaire just didn't have much to do there. The left didn't work, right didn't work, and middle didn't work. So that's
good job stringing it out by that defensive front. Had good safety feel coming from the back end of that as well.
Not only stringing it out, but just, because Zaire had our full attention. We thought he was going to maybe bring that thing back the other way.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so.
And so not only did they string it out, but then they stuck with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing more devastating than getting a kid for a 5-yard loss and then a 3-yard loss and then a 5-yard loss and then wait a minute, that's a 25-yard gain.
Yeah, a lot.
Like, what?
Lot of wiggle in Zaire. We've seen that a lot.
I will tell you this much, though. We started playing football this year with my son. Absolutely loved it.
Good.
He loved it, and I'm so thankful that we did that. We live up Coach Startzer's neck of the woods, so we're with the Northfield Nighthawks. But I tell you, it was just so cool. We loved it our first season, and we'll be back. Can't wait to be back. Prince Sanders rolling out to the right, doing something with his feet. Is he doing something with his arms? No, shoot.
Almost intercepted out there.
Yep, it's the blue numbers on the blue jersey. Who was it, 14? 14, right at the top there. Elias Smith. Ah, shoot, you wish you could have that one back. I got to give a little credit, though, to Vincent LaFerrara there. He came back and just kind of made sure this was not going to be an easy interception. Here's number 2 running deep. And then he goes, wait a minute. Boom, he's like, get out of there.
Yeah, it turned into a defensive back real quick, didn't he?
Oof,
I know Smitty wants that one back, though.
How big do your eyes get when that one's coming at you?
He saw the goal line.
Right.
Swing pass falls
another
incomplete.
Non-believer comes walking by here.
I got Drew Fife screaming at me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, hit him up. Yeah, pull your mic.
What's that? They're not here yet. It's coming.
He wants a coaching basket, did he say?
A coaching pass, apparently. I don't.
Oh. You're good. We're all right. Yeah, just tell him Coach GTV sent you.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
I'll tell you.
First quarter's in the books. 6-0, right? There was one touchdown. They did not get the 1-point conversion. You know, for blue team, nice performance. White team, I think their best is yet to come. And it not so much a scheme thing. It's not so much. I think it's just a jitterbug.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And as the game went on there towards the end of that first quarter, the play picked up. So.
Yes, yeah. It was a slow start, but it's not how you start. It's how you finish.
That's
now check this out. Look at this. We got Mark Jackson working the sideline with the selfie cam. It was important to me that we can have Mark up here in the booth. I'd really enjoy having you. But we wanted to get Mark down there with a selfie cam because he's a man of the people.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and so
the amigo,
yeah, in
my opinion, of the 3 amigos.
Right? He's the one and only. And if you ask me, you could put all 3 in the Ring of Fame, and put them right on top of one another. But there's no one that represents the Broncos better than Mark Jackson. So
absolutely.
Look at him. I knew he was going to do this. I hope we can get that going.
But I'll tell you when they're coming
okay.
to. He'll point to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we're good. I love it.
Oh, look at this. I have a mother, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Do you have a kid out there?
I do. Number 16, JT Hotchkiss for the blue team.
Now, this isn't JT's first year. I remember that name.
Yes, this is his 3rd year.
3rd year with Colorado.
Picked off.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. Right in front of him. Mark's doing an interview down there, and we get the interception of a lifetime.
Benjamin Martinez.
I'm Natalie.
Natalie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, look at that. That is our sideline selfie cam. A little hot on the audio, but I tell you what, we're working on it. Yeah, this is our first. That was our first ever selfie cam.
Perfect timing.
Hey, This is why you dream big, Coach.
That's
you
right.
Dream big. And then, maybe last year you don't do it. Next year, maybe you do. Here's the replay. Let's take another look here. I know we were doing selfie cam. Prince rolls out. Pretty good throw. Maybe just sails it over. Might be too strong for his own good. And now I tell you, Martinez wasn't going to let that one get away.
He shows the arm strength. He had the underneath route. Probably should have taken that.
Right.
We had over-under coverage, but just trying to make something happen for his team.
Yeah, it's interesting. When you're at an all-star game, you want to be the all-star at the all-star game. But
That's
sometimes
right.
you can be the all-star by just doing the most simplest thing. This Zahir has got
Zahir.
some. Stick him on those gloves. Golly, that is incredible. He's like a crested gecko. I got a gecko at the house, Mr. Hopper.
Mr. Hopper
He's
the
incredible.
gecko.
Yeah, he jumps, and he's got these sticky pads on his feet, and he's got one on his tail.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got – I'm just painting a picture for you.
So Kirkland on that, great reception by Zaire, but Kirkland had some mustard on that one.
Yeah, it is nice. I mean, when you watch the 4th and 5th game, they throw the ball, and it looks like a ball got thrown. When these 6th, 7th, and 8th graders spin it, it's fun. It's fun to watch when they can start to really get those spirals going. I think Coach Jay needs a timeout here to take a look at some stuff. So this is our first time out of the game. Here we are. It's the second quarter. Yeah. It's that time where we got to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Kingdom. Kingdom's right, there for you and your son or daughter, athlete. They're going to make you get better, stronger, faster. Every kid we talked to going through the line, that was a Kingdom kid.
Yep.
You could tell. They just have a certain something about them, and they kind of raise you the right way, too. It's not about winning. It's about being the best version of yourself every day.
Joe Parker does an amazing job down at the Kingdom with the rest of his staff. I'm a big fan of Joe, in it for the right reasons. But, our sport anymore from this level all the way through the high school level and even into the combine, you've got to get extra work and put tools in your tool belt. No one does it better than the Kingdom.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Coach. Yeah, it's, you see some kids and they go and they get their trainings and stuff like that, but there's certain groups that train people that where they came from. You can look at a kid and go, oh, that's a Kingdom kid right there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're back. 6-0 for the blue team. White team's still trying to kind of get it going. Blue team's, everything's coming up aces for them. 18 coming across in motion.
The motion out to Trips.
Throw back to the side the motion came from.
That's Martinez.
Guy. He's got jukes. He's got moves. He's inside the 20. And tackled down at the 18-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch there, too. 17. What's that? Sterling Kirkland. Right, he was out there for one of those early turnovers, but took good care of the ball there. What are you seeing on the stats screen? Anything jumping out to you here? We got the best stats guy in the Tri-County area.
You're just starting to see the blue team stack it. They're starting to have some success now. I'll tell you, a lot of good movement down there. I thought he was going to break it, but I want to point. LaShawn Burdette came in and had a great tackle to stop it where it was. You're just seeing some confidence start to build on the offense on the blue side here.
How is the state of tackling in the United States youth football? Is it? Where's it coming up short? Are we trying to hit too hard? Are we trying to?
Yeah,
trying to grab. What's the best way to?
I think honestly, one of the things, and I'm glad you bring it up. I think what makes a great youth football staff is: are we working tackling? Are we working USA heads up? The best tacklers in the world, if you want to learn to tackle, are rugby players.
Right.
And you start to get a little scared when you see heads go down. But yeah, everyone wants the big hit. Everyone wants to be the missile and not wrap their arms. So LaShawn on that last, he broke down, set his hips, led with the shoulder. It was textbook the way that we want young kids to tackle.
Here's another look at our roster here for the white and blue teams. Oh, there's a Veasley out there. Veasley Chu, he's nice. Jafria, of course, we mentioned him early. Mac Moratelli, we haven't called his name too much yet, but another quarterback they have out there. And then this little stretch of O-linemen down at the bottom of the screen. Keep an eye on the Gomez, Hernandez, Poxel as our Tillman group.
They are big, and they will get it going.
Yep.
You know, for the white team here, I expect big things out of their offense as soon as they get the ball back. And we still have a player down. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, this is such a great event for these kids, and you want them to be able to finish it just like they started it. And the other thing, man, these kids, it looks like it hurt, and then they're itching to get back in, I feel like, 5 minutes later. So
yeah, absolutely.
there is something to be said about being a little Gumby-ish when you're a kid, and you can just kind of bend in different directions. I know I tried to run from second to home base in a slow-pitch softball game on Wednesday night, and I'm still sore. Quads.
Ooh.
I didn't even know I had muscles in there.
That's
I was safe, by the way.
Okay, that's good.
That's
no, I was going to ask
kind
that
of
next.
important,
right?
If you're into that.
You were safe and in pain the following day.
Yes. It's
Mason Chavez, good to see him up on his feet.
Yep.
Big number 45. Coach Madden, our trainer there.
Okay, let's reset. 1st and 10. Just under 11 minutes here in the 6th grade game. Slant pattern. That's a pitch and catch.
Well, that's JoJo on the slant route.
That's JoJo, Josiah Giles. Man, nice slant route. I tell you, Coach Bennett, do you guys run the slant route a lot? Because it's one of my favorite routes. I think it's very effective, and I also think it's like a dodo bird. It's going to be extinct pretty soon, and I don't get it.
Yeah, we're and hopefully not a lot of high school coaches. We run a slant in our combo routes. In every one of them, there's a slant route.
Gotcha.
And if they're pressed up and they take the inside away, our receiver will do something different. But when they're playing you outside and off, that slant is there for you.
Wow, that was a big gain there. 1st down and 9. Because they're on the 9-yard line, so that's a 1st and goal. That's our first one of those we've had. Who we got there? Quarterback, is that 17? That's Sterling Kirkland, yeah. Putting together a nice little drive.
Like to see McHale get the ball here.
Oh, tipped at the line. That's big 0 there on the white team. That guy's a handful.
That's LaShawn Burdette Jr.
He is the first 6-footer we get to call out. 6-footer, only one on the card for either team. But not a a smooth lean like a Jason Taylor looking 6-foot. Not exactly. That's offensive lineman sized.
That's that edge physique that everybody likes. They want you long and lean and athletic.
Yeah, there was a time where we would call them defensive ends or something. Now it's just edge.
That's edge.
Yeah,
and he's one of those.
Sense. It has a little edge to it.
Hotchkiss back in the game here for the Blue.
Maybe time for a little handoff. We've done a fair amount of passing, but we're so close. Yeah, let's just hand the ball off and see if we can get that ball going.
Good tough run up inside.
Yeah, that was super tough. With that hair coming out the back, it's hard to see the number. Let's see, I think that was Demetrius Ramirez. The tackle there. Oh, no. Who is that? That's 3.
That's McHale.
We got Mark Jackson down there. Good. That's exciting. Right after this play, let's go down and check in with him. Hotchkiss takes the snap. 3rd and goal. Handoff right up the middle.
Touchdown.
Touchdown City, USA. That is number 3. Mikhail Ananobi, 5'2", 115. You know what? That was exactly what I think they needed to do. Sometimes you trying to get those passes. Here we go. Let's go down to Mark Jackson on the sideline. He's got our first interview.
I have with me Benjamin Ramirez. To this point, he has been the game. Now that you just scored again, Benjamin, how long have you been playing this game?
Since I was like 4 or 5.
Who's your favorite player?
Jalen Waddle.
Who?
Jalen Waddle.
Are you happy to have him here in Denver?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to go visit him?
100%.
Tell him tell him how tough you are. You scored a touchdown and a pick already. What else you got coming?
Probably 3 more.
3 more picks, 3 more touchdowns, guys. You heard it here first.
There we go. Here's the extra point attempt. Ball's thrown high. Great defense. Great close out there by number 12, Brandon Jaffria. How fun was that interview right there? Just imagine being like a 6th grade kid and a 3 amigo comes up to you and just starts asking you questions. How can I learn from you?
That's right. Amazing.
Yeah, Ramirez is having a day. Okay, so we reset.
It's actually Benjamin Martinez.
Oh, my fault there.
No, that's okay.
My fault there.
That's okay.
I got my EZs wrong. Don't tell Zarek Martinez I got that wrong. Okay?
I heard nothing.
That'll be the end of me. 12-0 here. No kickoffs. We did add punts this year. They did add 4-point field goals, too. As we get to the 7th and 8th grade game, you're going to see some boys that can boot it. Dean Faithful told us they were out at Boulder High School on Friday night. Beautiful Friday night. Record highs here in Boulder, Colorado. And guys are banging 49-yarders.
Well, that's amazing.
Roy, tell Garrett to get out of our ear. He's in our ear.
Martelli swings it out. Jafria.
There we go.
Here he goes.
Jafria, speed demon. You know, the thing about fast guys is when they slow down. That's when it gets you.
Right.
They change that speed. They change the direction. That's, anyone can be fast. I don't mean anyone, but there's plenty of fast dudes out there. But it's the ability to go from fast to slow and then go from slow to fast that really makes this Brandon Jafria special.
Absolutely. Jafria, he's 0 to 60 real quick, stop on a dime and get back to that. There's track speed and there's football speed.
Right.
He's kind of got that combo of both.
Beautiful indoor training facility here in Boulder, Colorado. One of the best college towns in America, if you're asking me. And I just went to Baton Rouge this year to see a night game at Death Valley. And I tell you, that's a cool campus.
Ball's on the
just
ground.
Like this one, ball's on the ground. Oh, and he kicked it. No way. He slipped. Oh, no. Tough snap, tough play. But look at that, another blue team turnover. Let's get that boy the chain. Who was it, 11 got it?
That's Gavin Wood. Is that his
Wood.
second? That's his second recovery.
Gavin Wood up to no good. Come on, feeling good.
We called him Johnny on the spot last time. Unfortunate.
Isn't it funny when all the kids get in and they're just doing the dance?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, there's something so special and so unique about this event. Look at the drones we got, too. Have you seen this? Dude, it's our first year with drones, our first year with selfie sticks. We're trying everything we can. First year having Coach Bennett in the booth. We did Coach Z last game. He hadn't called a game yet. Our first 3 games have been sweet. Sanford, Zarek Martinez, and Jeremy Bennett.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then we got Mark Jackson to finish the night. 2 games.
There we go. Hotchkiss in.
Okay, Hotchkiss has a running back behind him, kind of like a modified pistol. Slipping underneath, motion. Definitely going to be a pass. That was a sweet little trickeration out to the side. 18 gets the catch. Nowhere to go. Probably a loss of yardage there. Nick Healy on that catch.
I'd stick with that run game, I'll tell you. Thompson. I'm going to butcher this one. Solcita.
No, I think you did good there, Coach.
Schulke, Chavez, and Trapazzo.
Oh, yeah.
Vincenzo. They did a great job that last series. Let's let that old line eat.
Okay, Hotchkiss keeps it, rolls to his left, was a right-handed thrower, does great footwork. Oh, ball just got dropped. I guess he's human, Coach. Zahir did not catch that one for the first time tonight. Hotchkiss did a good job there, I thought, rolling to his left, being a righty, and instead of just throwing one off balance, he did really set that lower base. How much of throwing a ball with your hand has to do with your legs, Coach?
All of it.
Correct.
And if you watched his hips there, the other thing that he did that was really nice was he squared his shoulders. Okay, right. He's rolling away as a righty, but he got his hips forward, which took his shoulders forward. And I think for Zaire, I think it's the lighting. I'm going with the lighting.
Sure, the sun was in his eyes.
That's right.
Okay, that's a handoff there. Chance Dawson, he gets inside the 5, just down to the 2-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. I think it was 3rd and 10 from the 13.
Yep.
That is going to be enough. That was a huge gain on 3rd down. Sure, they could have kicked a field goal if they wanted or gone for it on 4th down, but why not just go ahead and get the 11 when you need 10?
Absolutely. Again, with those guys, our guys, right?
Right up front.
Thompson, Julian, Schulke, Chavez, and Vinny Trapazzo.
Yeah, Trapazzo's got an older brother playing in the 8th grade game. I chatted up with his dad a number of times this weekend. Great family.
First and goal at the 3, it looks like here.
Here's Hotchkiss. Chance Dawson did so good on the last one. They're going to give him another shot. No, Hotchkiss keeps it himself. Great athlete, puts his head down. And by the time he gets tackled, he's in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown number 3 for the blue team. JT Hotchkiss. Sealed with a Hotchkiss. Incredible. Not a year goes by where I don't call a game where this young kid scores.
Yeah, he's an amazing young player. Plays the quarterback position like a linebacker. That runs in the family, obviously. And yes sir, no sir kid, just an outstanding young man.
Take a look here, 16, keeps it. That little fake did just enough.
That's it, and crash down on that side.
Boom, slow-mo on the replay too. Look at these guys in the booth. Is that Roy down there? Is that instant Roy play? It sure is, of course it is. We got to give a shout out to Garrett Gilbertson. He directs and produces these things. He brings his son with, 16 years old. This is his 3rd one of these.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
He's missing school this week and getting a great education all at the same time.
Absolutely.
Such a thing is possible. Here we go, 2-point conversion. 1-point conversion because they snapped it and didn't kick it, but great tackle. Boy, it looked like it was going to, be a little shake and bake city, but I'm trying to figure out, it's got the red little plate. What are those things called? Is it a back plate? Sticking out.
It is a back plate. Yeah. Didn't see it.
Shoot, I want to.
I'll tell you.
Here we go. Now we got the replay here.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's see. Back plate. I'm thinking 00? Yeah, 00 I'm thinking.
Great job.
That's Braxton Brown.
Nice.
Double B. Moonlights as a wide receiver as well when he's not making incredible tackles.
I'll tell you what I really liked about Braxton right there is he kept his head up. He lowered. That's Giles, who's a shake and bake kind of kid, and he didn't go for any of it. He kept his eyeballs on the belly button and didn't watch the shoulders and stopped it short. Great play by Brown. All right, let's see if White can get something going here.
Okay, 1st and 10. Ball's on the 20-yard line. The snap has been a problem. Good snap, good clean. Handoff, there we go. A little downhill running.
Good hard run.
And then next thing you know, look at all the blue teamers there making a tackle. We were talking about Braxton Brown. You know, he moonlights as a wide receiver, but he makes great plays on defense. What are your thoughts, Coach, on kids playing both ways, you know, in the high school level? Is it, do you try and save them, you know, for what they're best at, or is it, you know, what are your thoughts? You tell us.
You know, honestly, you know, even at the 5A level where we play, you've got guys that just have to go both ways for you. You know, maybe it's not a full-time thing. Maybe if they're a receiver and then a DB for you, when the ball crosses the 50, they go in. But I think your best athletes have to be on the field.
Speaking of great athletes, Mark Jackson's down on the sideline with our guy, touchdown scorer, JT Hotchkiss. Mark, take it away.
Hey, I'm down here with JT Hotchkiss. He's a veteran of this thing. You know, who's this guy?
Hey, this is an interview, boy.
Look, we have his lineman who's blocking for him. So, JT, you're a veteran now.
Yep.
How many years have you done this?
3 years.
3 years. What do you like about coming here?
Just the experience, playing football, because it's the greatest sport there ever is. And, yeah, just being out here, the experience the whole weekend is great.
Do you like giving fat linemen, like, accolades?
Yes, sir.
All right, you heard it here, folks.
Yeah, it's awesome. Bro.
Hey, there it is. That's Julian Salcido hanging out there with JT Hotchkiss. Looks like they're having a good time, would you say, Jeremy?
Yeah, I would say, and you know, it's a great weekend anyway, but when you're up 18-0, you know, got to have fun on the sideline and then keep your composure. A lot of time left in the second quarter here and a lot of time in the game. So ball went on the ground again. Just want to give a shout out, though, to Joshua Healy.
Yeah.
Had he not bounced on that ball, we could be looking at more points for the Blues. So.
Right, yeah, that's true. During the interview there, we missed out on another quarterback center snap problem, but I love that selfie cam. Did you see the director put a little picture-in-picture in the upper
I
left?
mean, what are we doing here? I didn't know I was working for
I'll tell you what, Coach.
ESPN, but GSPN. Thank you.
GSPN. From Double G himself, the director got in our ear to remind us.
Yes.
GSPN. Wow. Garrett Gilbertson's on fire right now.
Well, all kidding aside, GSPN does a phenomenal job, and Coach G and your whole group, you bring this to another level. There's grandparents in Connecticut watching this game and wherever else they are, and so
it all started on the top of Don Breeze Stadium there on a cold night trying to watch the Palmer Ridge Bears win a state tournament from my buddy Coach Pulford.
Okay.
Yep. He asked us if we could go up there. I went up there with some media school kids and a camera that was a bullet this big. We put it on the, and we shot the game. And I go, you know what? I think I need to buy some cameras.
Yeah.
If I really want to do this filming thing.
Can we talk about how cold that stadium is sometimes?
It's unbearable. There's nowhere colder than – and Archuleta, he can speak for it. Becker, the guys that are working with me now were working with me that day.
Oh, wow.
And there's something I'm really proud of, too, is our retention rate. Guys do this once, and then they come back every year. They block the week off.
That's awesome.
And we love that. So shout out to the crew. Here we go. We're back.
Ball's up.
Ball is up in the air. Who's going to make a play? Hits the ground. Wow, it looked like definitely Zahir thinking about getting an interception there. Was 13 trying to get another one? He said he's going to get 3 today. He told Mark Jackson he's going to get 3.
Yeah, Zahir kind of flashed right in front of Hudson Sondrup.
Monte Autry did a good job there, too. This blue team has got guys that are, playing hard.
Oh, absolutely.
Making plays everywhere. White team does look like they need a little wind in the sails, Not sure they're getting it. Here's our 2-on-2 punt. Okay, we're kind of like MTV Rock and Jock, I would comp what we do around here to Rock and Jock, just like nothing you've ever seen before. Yeah.
Ball's fielded there.
Yeah, so good thing he catches it. If he misses that catch and it rolls, which that ball looked like it had a little topspin on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tell you, the punting game. Let's talk about the punting game.
It's been big so far. I mean,
how about in the high school level? Bring it back to Coach Pulford. Those years I was up on the top of Don Breeze, he would never punt. He'd go for it on 4th and 13. Take a look here. Mark Jackson on the selfie cam, showing off, getting all the fans, the people here. It is fun to be in here, man, and they do a nice job of not getting it too crowded. I think early seasons this place was a zoo, and people wouldn't leave, and I see why. But now it's kind of got to come for one game. You can stay for the day if you buy the day pass, but it is kind of nice for the parents to just get to be up close on the action too. So
parents, grandparents, again, their reward for working so hard for their kids is coming to watch this. So let's see if Big Santos can make any waves right here.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it starts with a stop. You just got to get a stop. Boom, that was a nice tackle. Great pursuit, 24 in the white. That's our guy Blake Mestis. Called his name plenty before.
Playing that linebacker spot, just read his keys.
He's got like a hybrid body, too. He could kind of go. He could put him on the line, or he could put him at safety.
Yeah, absolutely.
He looks like a nice specimen there for a 6th grader.
Looks like he's playing the Mike linebacker.
Okay, Sterling Kirkland back at quarterback.
That was Basinger on the last carry, by the way. In and out of the hands.
Incomplete. Is there anything cooler than like a conference game at Mile High and a ball gets dropped and the whole place goes nuts? Incomplete.
It's amazing. I know all my people in Section 111. We love it. We get loud up there. So,
dude, I was lucky enough to get to go to a game this year with Coach Z. We went to the Cowboys game.
Okay.
And ZJ was there too. And that thing was over before it started. They put a whooping on the Cowboys. It was fun.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Coach Madden was over here talking to the real boss in the Madden family, Shailene, his wife.
Correct.
I think he was
She's calling plays. She's like, get under center and start.
That's exactly right.
No, yeah, it's funny thing about that weekend. That was the weekend Coach Voorhees knocked off Broomfield.
That's right.
2 days later,
That's
we were
right.
there, and we were hanging out with Vordog.
I'll tell you.
And you know what's cool, man? People were coming by, 25-year-old, 35, 45-year-olds, just shouting him out, Coach, hey, man, thanks for this, thanks for that.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting back like a fly on a wall, man. It's so fun to hang out with you football coaches.
I'm going to show you something real quick. The goosebumps. Because it's about being invited to those baby showers and things like that.
Right.
That's why we do this.
Yes.
After 31 years and everything and all the people you've been around and met and influenced, that's why we do this. Wayne's got a sweet tailgate, too.
Yeah, he does. The Vordog.
Ball's out quick.
Okay, good throw there. Just couldn't quite secure the catch.
It's Martinez.
Martinez has got interception for sure and a touchdown catch. He's got one on each side. Not used to seeing him drop the ball there.
Looks like we're going to get a punt here.
You know what else he's got? He's got that visor. Look at that thing. You guys allowed to do that in Chassa, or is there
No,
rules?
it's got to be clear. I'll tell you, if they think there's any tent whatsoever, it comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we try to stay ahead of it.
You like that?
I do. You got to see the eyes.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree with that.
Kid takes a big hit. You want to know if they're okay.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great point right there. Okay, another rainbow snap. Here's big 99. He booted one 30 yards last time. Here we go. This one was nice. Down inside the 20. So even when they don't score, the blue team does a good job of pinning them deep. I mean, everything's coming together for you. But what I like to say, I started coaching hoops. That's how I cut my teeth coaching. And I would always say this starts with stops. So they got to stop. We got to start by getting stops, boys.
Absolutely.
And they got the start they needed by getting that stop. Now they got to start by getting a first down. And then over half field. You know what I mean? Just baby steps. Don't set the goal too high.
That's
you
right.
can't score 18 points in this drive anyway. But if you can get over that Buffalo and start going the direction of the USA flag, that'd be huge.
You just need a little success here. Plenty of time. You got 158. I believe Frank has 2 timeouts left, the white team.
It's on here somewhere. TOL. Boom.
And you've got players.
Okay. There's Princeton Sanders. Beautiful looking athlete. There's Jafria. We told you about him. This is the kind of play we expect out of Brandon. Brandon's got it over the 30 and just out of bounds at the 33-yard line. You know what I liked about that? He went out of bounds.
He went out of bounds.
You know what I mean?
So they still have 2 timeouts.
Do the math there, right?
Absolutely.
Plus, it takes these kids 50 seconds, to get their snaps off because it's so new to them. But he could have tried to break that thing. He got the mojo. He had the vibe going.
Absolutely.
But instead, he did what was best for the team and the situation at that moment.
Coach G, you just made the comment. You just said start one play at a time, essentially. Have some success. And now they rip off a 30-yard gain.
Yeah.
Gets out of bounds. 10 seconds is all we lost right there.
Momentum is so crazy. I mean, and especially right now with March Madness going on, you see it on the basketball TV. Momentum is going great for the blue team, but I'm telling you, if White can get something going here before halftime,
absolutely,
turn that 0 into a 6 or even a 7 or an 8, boy, that's the mo you need. So injured player right now, but just kind of reminds us how lucky we are to be here in Boulder, Colorado, guys.
Beautiful, beautiful facility.
Chris and Cassie Unruh, Zarek and Mandy Martinez decided we're going to spare no expense and we're going to give you the best of the best. And that's why we have the best coaches, the best players, and the best coverage.
You know, I've told Z several times in the past, it's families like his and the Unruhs. This is 100% about kids.
This has not. Yeah,
this is.
You want to talk to corporate? They're right down there.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, you want to talk to corporate at Coach GTV? I am. Okay. It's the coolest thing about this is we are all family, and like my kids come here and they want to just run around like it's a family reunion.
Absolutely.
And then, clap it off.
Players up.
I always love to see them getting up, getting off. Okay.
Moving decent, a little gingerly, but he's. Hey,
you play a lot of games. Well, go ahead.
We talk about Z. He's one of the first ones out there to make sure that the young man's okay.
I'm surprised he's wearing sleeves.
So see, football operations announcer, probably concessions.
He does post game.
Post game.
Yep.
And he's out making sure these young men are okay.
Yeah, he's one of the best of the best. He gets here early, he stays late, and he's a kind of guy you want to be when you grow up.
Absolutely.
1 minute, 49 seconds left. It's the second quarter, 1st and 10. White team is moving Great play by Jafria on the last one. He's right next to Sanders there. Let's see what we got. 2 wide receivers down.
He's got pressure
on Sanders, but he gets away, evades it. Now he's starting to kind of juke a little bit. Second-guessed himself and took that 2-yard gain and brought it back to about a 0-yard.
Nice stop there.
So what's interesting is we just talked about Jafria going out of bounds. Part of me thinks he's trying to make a play there. Part of me thinks throw it into the ground.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah,
boom. Because you got the 0 yards anyway, or the 2 yards.
Absolutely.
But that tick, 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 nothing quite like it.
Yeah, you want to stop the clock there if you can, but that's okay.
Yep, white team's got 2 timeouts left. Clock is ticking, as you can see on our beautiful graphic down on the bottom. 18 for the blue team, 0 for the white team.
Come on.
Okay, in motion. A little jet sweep
action. That's an outstanding play.
Out. Unbelievable sniff out. That's 88. That's Colton Barden. And that's a quick way to end a play.
One of the things I really liked right there, Colton, he didn't get upfield. We tell our guys, play to the heel line and squeeze things down. At this age, you typically run up the field. That was very disciplined. Stayed at the heel line, squeezed it down, nowhere to go on the jet sweep. Tackle for no gain.
Jet sweep can really be a tricky play too. I mean, you see it more and more nowadays, but still you just think motion, 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 and then you're like, oh, he's got the ball, whoops. But great job there by 88. Sniff it out and put a real quick stop to it. 10 seconds left. This has to be a pass play. Little confusion, great hustle.
Sack.
Tracked him down, that's number 0. That's Meech Ramirez, and that's the way you end the first half of the 6th grade game here at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. Hold on a second, the white cap is calling halftime, okay.
Halftime, Ramirez on a great burst from the backside. Looked like there was some confusion there on the ride.
Yeah, I think it just kind of, it's when that clock's ticking and it starts to get closer to 0, you take some more chances. But, well, there it is. That's the end of the first half. 18 points for the blue team, 0 for the white team. We have a coach interview. We're down on the sideline with Mark Jackson and the legend, Jay Madden. Take it away, Mark.
Yes, I am here with the myth, the living legend. That's cool to be a living legend. Actually, I don't need this. I'm going to point this at you. Jay Madden followed your career. My daughter is a Panther.
I knew that.
Go Pomona. But now you're at Thunder Ridge and you're changing things around. So 3 state runner-ups, state championship with Pomona. What's your future look like with Thunder Ridge? I know they're happy you're there.
Well, I'm just glad to be there. It's a great community, great group of people. My dad coached till he was 70, so I'm 57. So I got 13 years left. So if a kid's going into kindergarten, I'm going to still be there.
All right, 13 years, how many championships? I'm going to say 6 or plus or minus 6.
Let's just get to the final. Our goal, even at Pomona, was get to the Final Four. If we can practice on Thanksgiving, it's an incredible year. Because with all the private schools and the other stuff that's going on, it's hard. But if you get to the Final Four, you got to count that as a win.
Absolutely.
And we'll take it.
The famous Lou Holtz, rest in peace. I heard him once say that I'm a pretty good darn coach when I have great players. How do we get more players to Thunder Ridge? Here's your time for a commercial.
All right.
Look right in the camera and tell those kids.
My commercial is this. You got to win when you just have good average guys, and then the good guys will show up. But we've got great guys. We should have a great team this year. I'm really excited about our quarterback, our 4 wide receivers. We got 5 linemen back. This should be a good year for us. And if it's not, I did a bad job.
I love this guy. I love it. Humble. Thank you, Coach. Great success to you this year.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, man. Thank you, man.
There is Jay Madden, coach of the blue team. Everything's coming up Madden in the first half. You heard it there, though. I really love the fact where if you can coach average guys to be good, then the good guys will come and find you. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
What'd you take out of that interview with Jay Madden?
You know, I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. Jay gets the best out of whoever he has. And Jay's a blue-collar guy, so
yeah.
he wants guys that are just willing to roll them up and get after it. I think one of the things that Jay does really, really well is he brings pride to whatever school he's at. Kids are proud to be Thunder Ridge football players now, and he gets everyone back. They're going to be a little scary.
All right, well, we got ourselves a little halftime break here. We're going to introduce you to the players, and we do that at halftime. And we're going to be right back after this break. We want you to meet the kids from both teams here for the 6th grade game at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. Coach Bennett and Coach G. We'll be right back.
My name is Demetrius Ramirez. I'm a linebacker and tight end. My favorite NFL player is probably Lamar Jackson or Bo Nix.
My name's Van Cutter. My position's a running back, and my favorite football player is Bo Nix.
My name's Mikel Ananobi. I play running back, and I'd say my favorite football player is Derrick Henry. I just like the way he uses that stiff arm, and yeah.
My name is Zahir Anamashan. My position is anything the coach wants me to play, and my favorite football player is Bryson Wright.
My name is Grayson Basinger. I'm a running back, and my favorite player is Blake Corum.
My name is Isaac Flores. I play tight end and defensive end, and my favorite player is Brock Bowers.
My name is Gavin Wood. I play defensive end, and my favorite football player is Max Crosby. Go Raiders.
My name is Monte Autry, and I play DB, and my favorite football player is Pastor Chain.
My name is Benjamin Martinez. I play receiver, and my favorite football player is Jalen Waddle.
My name is Elias Smith. I play for the Colorado Warriors, and my favorite NFL player is Jeremiah Love.
John Hotchkiss. I play quarterback, and my favorite football player is probably Puka Nacua or Gunnar Stockton.
My name is Sterling Kirkland. I play QB, and my favorite player is Lamar Jackson.
My name is Nicholas Healy. I play receiver and DB, and my favorite football player is Justin Jefferson.
My name is Chance Dawson. My favorite football player is Alvin Kamara, and I play running back.
My name is Isaiah Salgado. I play linebacker, and my favorite football player is Ray Lewis.
My name is Julian Salcido. My favorite player is Aaron Donald.
I'm Mason Chavez, right guard, and my favorite football player is probably Marshawn Lynch.
My name is Charlie Thompson. I play offensive tackle, and my favorite football player is Tom Brady.
My name is Christian McKendry. I play D-tackle, and my favorite football player is Von Miller.
Hello, my name is Joaquin Trujillo. I play tight end and DN. I play for the Aurora Spartans, and my favorite football player is Myles Garrett.
Hi, my name is Colton Barden. My position is running back, and my favorite football player is Tim Tebow.
My name's Vinny Trapasso. I play left guard and D-end. My favorite player is Ray Lewis.
My name is Mark Schulke Jr. I play O-line, D-line, and running back. My favorite NFL player is George Pickens.
My name is LaShawn Burdette. I play DN, and my favorite player is Myles Garrett.
My name is Braxton Brown. I'm playing receiver, and my favorite NFL player is Xavier Worthy.
My name is Hudson Sondrup. I play tight end, and my favorite player is Bo Nix.
My name is Vincent LaFerrera, and I play corner, and my favorite player is Christian Gonzalez.
My name's Timmy Martinez. I play running back, wide receiver, and DB. My favorite player is Christian McCaffrey because he's a playmaker just like me.
What's up, y'all? I'm Princeton Sanders. I play quarterback, and my favorite player is Lamar Jackson.
My name's Eddie LeBlanc. I play cornerback and kicker, and my favorite player is Devin Witherspoon.
My name is Mac Moratelli. I play QB, and my favorite player is Ben Roethlisberger.
My name is Jace Trujillo, and I play cornerback, and my favorite football player is Saquon Barkley.
My name is Joshua Healy. I'm going to play QB for CYFI, and my favorite player is Drew Brees.
My name is Hank Tillman. I play right tackle and D tackle, and my favorite football player is Aaron Donald.
My name is Brandon Jaffria, baby Travis Hunter. I play running back receiver, and my favorite football player is Ashton Ginny and Travis Hunter.
My name is Carson Palmer. I'm playing wide receiver, and my favorite football player is Demarius Thomas.
My name's Aiden Piercy. My position's DB, and my favorite player is Patrick Surtain.
Hey, my name is Blake Mestis. I play linebacker and running back, and my favorite player is Ray Lewis.
My name is Tylee Chu. I play running back and linebacker, and my favorite football player is Ray Lewis.
My name is Adrian Salazar. I play fullback. My favorite football player is Ray Lewis.
My name's Evan Gonzalez. I play DN, and my favorite NFL player is George Pickens.
Hi, my name is Quentin Cornelius, or Q Cornelius, and I play linebacker and kind of everything. And my favorite football player is Ray Lewis.
All right. My name is Alonzo Vasquez. I play D-line, and my favorite football player is Zach Allen.
My name is Solomon Gomez. I play offensive guard, and my favorite NFL player is Trent Williams.
My name is Adrian Hernandez, and I play right tackle, and my favorite NFL player is Zach Allen.
Hi, my name is Owen Johnson. I play tight end, and my favorite football player is George Kittle.
My name is Emmett Mueller, and I play defensive end, and my favorite NFL player is Micah Parsons.
My name is Jesse Santos, and I play defensive tackle, and my favorite player is Derrick Henry.
And we're back. Second half of the 6th grade boys football game here at the Youth Football Invitational Boulder, Colorado, at the indoor training facility, the house that Coach Prime built. I'm Jeff Gersh with Coach GTV, and I am stoked to be standing next to Coach Jeremy Bennett from Mullen High School. Coach has been an OG with the event, but this is his first time getting up in the booth. And I tell you what, Coach, turn around here. Let's say hi to the people up there. Let's give them a what's up. How do you think you did for your first ever half of color commentary?
You know, I got to listen to the playback. I'm not sure.
You like to watch the film.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. You don't want to make any assumptions that you did great when you can find mistakes on the film. Thanks for having me. This is great.
It's cool.
It's a great event. So
it's a lot of fun. So as coaches, you know, maybe you get nervous, maybe you don't for doing all that. But did you get a little nervous climbing up the ladder here to do the play-by-play? I mean, you're smooth right now. You know.
Yeah, not so much the play-by-play. I feel like we've always had a great connection, and we're talking about something that I love and that's passionate about. That's football. Was I terrified crawling up this thing? Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I got a harness for you over there if you want to strap one on.
We need a fire pole to get down.
Let's check our stats over here. So we blue team has been doing kind of most of the damage over there, but nothing too crazy on the stats. I just feel like it's the lack of production from the white team. You know, any of those team stats down here we're seeing. But, you know, I mean, leading passer's got 39 yards for the blue team. Leading rusher's got 10 yards. Happens, you know, to be the quarterback. So it's not exactly that blue's blowing your mind over here. It's just a couple plays by White haven't quite gone the right way.
You know, Kirkland does stand out with a 5 for 8. So,
okay, keep an eye on that.
Telly, there's that snap again.
That snap. I don't know if it was even that bad of a snap, that one, guys. I'm going to say that's got to be caught. It is. One of the toughest things about this job that we're doing right now, Jeremy, is we got to be critical sometimes of these kids, and I don't want to, you know. But I also, that's the coach in me, and that's like let's work on getting better. Well, how are we going to get better if we don't know what we're trying to work on? So,
well, I'm with you on that. The snap wasn't right in the chest, but it was just off to the thigh a little bit, and it hit his hand. So, but
Moratelli's he's got to get it together, take care of that rock because he's a big, strong kid. Looks like he could do some damage, but they haven't gotten chapter 1 of the book written yet.
Probably putting a little pressure on himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so not too nervous as a coach, not too nervous as a play-by-play guy, but what do you think these kids are going through nerve-wise? I mean, even just now, they've played a whole half, but still, and I feel like these are all-stars. These guys could do this in their sleep. It's like riding a bike. When does the nervousness wear off and you just go back to relying on old athleticism?
Here you are in this beautiful facility,
right.
The big lights, and it really is, right? I mean, just 2 short years ago, the Heisman Trophy winner was practicing right where these kids are out here playing, and so it is probably a little nerve-wracking. They just got to have fun. They got to go back to just doing what they know how to do and execute.
Yeah, you know what that reminds me of, honestly, is did you watch the World Baseball Classic? Venezuela? Who's having more fun than those guys? USA, they look like they were just gripping so hard, and I'm like, USA's not going to win. They're not having no fun.
Yeah,
How are you going to win?
No pressure on Venezuela. They were just there to play ball.
It's freeing when you just get to go play. Okay, pitch and catch there. That was our guy, Moratelli.
Moratelli put the ball on the money.
Right where it needed to be. 14 couldn't quite bring that in. That's Carson Palmer. You think he's related to Arnold Palmer? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's
maybe
funny.
Arnold Palmer. I didn't know. I didn't see the junior, so I saw that earlier. It's
right.
It's not Carson Palmer Jr.
Yeah, we know Schulke Jr., but we don't know. Yeah, that's 4th down. So the drive came and went.
Let's see if we can flip the field here. They need something big.
Yeah, even just a bounce and a roll. Try and get it at least past midfield would be nice.
Just take your time. No rush. I love this about it.
That's a beautiful kick.
That's a great
really nice kick. That'll be caught and fielded right there at the 48-yard line where the Buffalo logo is. You ever get out to CU Buffs games?
Yeah. We usually make 1 or 2 a year, and been a little tough lately.
That's all right, yeah.
But
got to take the lows with the highs, I think, I guess.
I'm a Boulder County kid, so
okay.
Actually for 3 years with my guy, Brian Pinciero, shout out to you. His neighbor was the AD at the time. We pulled the net up for the field goals down around the Colorado side on the south side of the stadium. So
that's why you got those forearms that are, size of Gibraltar. Is that where you got that from?
Call those net arms.
That is funny. Yeah, well, I tell you, I got season tickets to the Buffs. I've had them for 10 years. So.
Ooh, Hotchkiss with the handoff.
Hotchkiss gets that handoff, yeah.
Let's see. That's 16 there.
What are you seeing? No, 16's Hotchkiss.
16's Hotchkiss, I'm sorry.
I think it was 19, yep.
Yeah. That's Chance Dawson.
We've called his name a couple times.
We have.
Slippery.
What we're talking about right now, Coach, is we just picked up, a long 6, almost 7 yards on that. You do that twice, and you're just chunking it down the field. Keep running the football.
Why do coaches not run? There's no wrong answer, Coach. Take your time. But
everyone has an identity. I threw it around the yard kind of guy forever, and our offense coordinator now, Cedric Bonner, is he's more of a balanced guy, and I like it. Jay's going to pound the ball here because he's got an 18-0 lead, but if you can't establish the run, it's real tough because then the defensive line can just pin them back and come get you.
Yeah, I'm coaching this middle school basketball. We can start doing zones now.
There you go.
I'm not doing it.
No,
I don't do it. Yeah, I go man-to-man, and the reason why is because if you can't play man-to-man, then you can't play zone.
Right.
And the reason I say that is if you can't run, then I don't know. I don't care how good you can pass. It's like you got to be able to do both ends of the game here.
It's a valid point.
Here we go. Hotchkiss is back there. Number 2 is right next to him in the backfield. That's Van Cutter. That's a sick name.
Yeah. Let's see if Van gets an opportunity here.
Oh! Tough way to start the day for Cutter.
That's big, Jesse Santos.
Just getting the Santos slam.
I think we maybe had a breakdown up front in our blocking scheme. Santos
just in a 2-point stance. Doesn't even put a finger on the ground.
The guard backed up. That should have been a double team. We just had a blown assignment there.
Tell us about the rules and stuff. Are there different kind of rules for O-line and D-line, or can you?
Your O-line, your center's typically going to make and it probably isn't happening out here, but your center's going to call your blocking scheme up front. The quarterback's always going to be responsible for calling out the extra rusher. So whether that's a Mike, which we don't have that here.
Right. There's no blitzes.
No blitzes. Uh-oh. Oh, fumble.
Oh, smacked it. Ball is out. No way, he just picked it back up. Now what a crazy play that was. Wow. I tell you what, though, the greatest part about that play was the recovery of that fumble.
Absolutely.
I mean, some guys fumble the ball and then they go, oh, God, and they put their hands on their head and they bend over. Zahir fumbled that ball and he goes, oh, God, I got to go get that thing back.
Yeah, the effort was there immediately.
Change of speed, change of direction after this fumble. Here's the catch. You can see beautiful drone footage. Ball comes loose. Red helmet there made the great play.
Outstanding defensive play. I believe that's number 1 on the play.
Yep, that's one.
That's
definitely.
Sondrup, and he punched that thing out of there. That could have went for some more yardage. Great job on the defensive side of the ball by Sondrup.
Okay, 2-on-2 punt coming up here for 4th down. This is our guy. He likes to boot it. Johnny Hecker style. He went with the low liner there, kept it out of the wind. And that's 99. Still kind of a nice punt.
Yeah.
And then I thought Zero did a good job of making sure that thing didn't roll too far.
Burdette got down to make that catch. If he doesn't, like you said, it's going to roll.
LaShawn Burdette Jr., by the way. We've got another junior.
Absolutely.
Shout out LaShawn Sr.
And I wonder if there's one senior or if Burdette's maybe the third. We're going to have to start getting some numbers behind these
some
juniors.
Roman numerals.
That's right.
I'm not asking for too much. Just asking for Roman numerals. Just got an update from Double G, GSPN Productions, that we've got thousands of people watching at the moment. Does not surprise me, but we just want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you're enjoying our coverage of the. Excellent. Here we go. Here's 1st and 10. Ball's on the 23-yard line, and another dropped snap. That's tough stuff. You know what? Speaking of tough stuff, Mark Jackson's down on the sideline with Big 99. Let's go hear from Mark.
You saw what happened. I'm here with Santos. This guy is a showstopper in the middle. Thank you. That play that you made, I think, kind of set the pace for you guys to get some good field position. How many years have you been doing this?
I'm not sure. I've been playing since I was 4, though.
No, with Colorado Youth Football Invitational, because I know you've been here since the beginning.
3 years.
3 years, right? You're in the 7th grade. So he started back in the beginning. Do you like coming here?
Very fun. I'm like so glad to be here. It's so fun to be here.
Do you have any like championship belts and chains and?
Yeah, I
what
have
collection
belts.
do you have? What do you have in the closet?
In the closet, I have 2 belts, like 8 rings, and a lot of trophies.
He got 8 rings, y'all. Who is that? Look in the camera and tell everybody why you love him.
Love what?
All your fans, man. You got a fan base.
I love all my friends because they're supportive, like really supportive, and they cheer me on while I go.
There you go. He's doing it all for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Jackson, Denver's favorite amigo, in the upper left corner there, picture in picture. I tell you, the selfie cam is great. I'm having a great time watching Mark. And that was fun, too, to hear, Big Jesse talk about how he loves when his friends support him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't that cool? Mark does a good job of tricking these kids into answering questions without the word yes or no.
That's right.
He makes it conversational, and, he's just such a joy to be around that you almost just want to say something joyful back to him.
That's right.
During that interview, though, I got bad news for white team fans. There was a couple snaps that did not go the way of the white team. That quarterback-center exchange has been tough. I'm not sure if Princeton Sanders is hurting over there, but we haven't seen him in a while. It's been it's been Mac Moratelli, and I don't see a third quarterback. But sometimes when the pitcher and the catcher aren't getting things going, you got to switch one or the other. Earlier
in the first half, Coach Martin got got more the quarterback up underneath. And I think maybe we got to get out of that shotgun formation at this point. You can still run everything from underneath center.
Yeah, I mean, if we broke it down per formation, how many yards you've gained under center versus over center, it's not even close because of all the losses. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's hard to beat a negative number. Okay. Blue team is back out there. Blue team is a well-oiled machine. But they have been stopped the last couple times. They've been stuck on 18 here the whole quarter. And we're under 5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3.
There's Santos again.
Okay, Hotchkiss is feeling a deep ball, and he's got his guy deep. That's number 13, and I think you got to believe there's pass interference on that one. That was number 2, Vincent LaFerrara on the defense. I don't think there was really much he could do. Honestly, when you're trying to guard that Benjamin Martinez, we've already seen his hands.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
the smartest play is to take the 15.
I think if Vincent gets his head around on that, he probably doesn't get called for it, but he continued to run. You've got to give the receiver the right back to the ball.
Yeah, it was one of those. Here it is up in the air. Here you can kind of just. I'm not exactly even sure, based on where that ball landed, how catchable it was.
Yeah,
but I think the interference was pretty clear. Like, it was just running into him. Not on that replay.
Yeah,
you can't see.
No, that's the replay they should have shown.
Who's running that camera? Well, you're fired. Anyway, Jeremy, do you know how to run a camera?
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you next game.
Let's see here.
Okay,
New
we're back.
Quarterback is.
That's Sterling Kirkland.
Kirkland's checked back in. Look at that
That's
ball.
That's a spiral.
There's Santos again in the backfield. They've got to get some help. You may want to chip him with the running back.
It's crazy he's not in a three-point stance just because he's got so much mass.
Yes.
And then mass times acceleration is velocity.
A lot of physics stuff happened right there.
And he's
Coach
physical
G.
kid.
Yeah.
So it's like physics, physical, mass times velocity. But no, he's just like, Coach,
right.
I don't need that. I'm going to be in my two-point stance.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to blow fools up. Nice kid, too. Is he wearing glasses?
He is.
He's wearing spectacles when he plays.
He is wearing
Just
glasses.
when I thought I couldn't like him anymore.
Yeah.
I'm nerding out today, too.
Well, he is just in a sprinter's two-point stance coming. Coach, he's coming.
Dude.
Santos.
Ay, Dios mío. That's Santos. He really made it pretty impossible to break free there for Mikhail Ananobi. Mikhail, my fault.
I'm going to probably come away from Santos a couple times or get a quick hitter out to a slot receiver here. Let's take him out of the equation.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
I like Kirkland here.
Zahir right in the slot.
He's got Zahir or Giles in the slot. Let's get them something quick and let them shake and bake.
One thing you don't want is Mighty Mo to, go over to the white team side. Santos is doing everything in his power to keep this game as close as he can.
Absolutely. Oh, he's just eating them up.
Tough snap.
Martinez.
This is
That's
a
an
little bit of
outstanding.
a sweet play call. Jafria with the great tackle, but there it is, Benjamin Martinez. You saw the big block by 99. That's our punter friend, Mark Schulke Jr.
Schulke Jr. on
Cool
the kick-out block.
That was a cool play.
Tell you, really well designed and set up. The timing with Schulke getting out there was impeccable.
Really nice.
Martinez doing his thing after the ball's in his hands.
Look at this from the bird's eye. That a great block there. I like that play though. We were discussing let's nullify 99.
Yeah, just
easier said than done, right? Well, one way to do it is go quick with that ball.
Just slip screen to the outside.
That's pretty much a run, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Call it a long toss.
Yeah. Northfield guys were doing these chest passes last game. I don't know what's going on there.
Something coach saw that he knew would work.
It's like, I got these medicine balls, and so we're going to practice. Tough little play there. I think they wanted to do the same thing they did before, just get a quick pass to a great player, and they got one in Zahir Anamashan.
Kirkland had a little more time than he thought he did right there. It was a low snap. He fielded it and just turned and fired.
Why do you think he got rid of it quick?
I think 99 probably has something to do with it.
I think he's thinking pretty smart there. But it is funny. Well, when you don't see him, you're like, wait, what? He's not here?
Right.
I had time. Dang it. Not used to that.
Second and goal.
Second and goal. 8 yards away from pay dirt. There's Sterling rolling to his left. Nice pitch. Tipped. Is it caught? Did he catch that? Oh,
falls
just
incomplete. Great concentration out there.
Yeah, Kirkland did a good job, like we said, rolling left, throwing right-handed.
He did.
Tipped in there. If I had to guess who tipped it, I gotta guess the 6-foot kid. Yeah, LaShawn Burdett Jr. That's my guess. Let's see what the replay has to say.
See, there's LaShawn coming off the edge.
Wasn't him. Yeah, the yellow cap.
Young man out of Valley. That's going to be the Mike backer on that.
Is that Mestis?
Yeah, and we talked about Mestis a little bit earlier.
He's sweet.
That's a great job.
Very athletic.
Third and goal. They need the stop here, and boy, this third quarter has raced by, Coach.
Yeah, the goose eggs for everybody. And Coach Jay Madden wants to take a time out here to look this one over. I mean, this is a big deal. If you get it, you're kind of putting the other team in a really tough spot. But I think this timeout was a good one just to kind of reassess. I tell you what, though, we got to mention the sponsors we have here at the Youth Football Invitational. My favorite, maybe I don't have a favorite. My favorite British guy sponsor is Dean Faithful at Game Day Kicking. I love what Dean does with those guys. But I think the one we don't talk nearly enough about is what Ryan and his crew at Sports Reels do. Everyone's got to go through Sports Reels to get into this thing. But they'll take a great bunch of your video footage and turn it into these reels that, if you weren't trying to get recruited, if you're trying to make football invitationals. So huge shout out there. And then obviously all the gear that you wear is the Gridiron Elite, the Footballs Are Game Ready Football Prep, and the Elite Camps. You heard about what they're doing with the Elite Camps?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I know in talking to Z a little bit here, they got some guys from the camps that were invited to this, and I think it's a great way to showcase yourself.
Hold on. Unruh's yelling something at me. What? Power bank? I have a power bank. You want one? All right, we're live, though. I got to go. I'm talking, yeah. Love you. Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Little Unruh was looking for power bank.
She's still looking. Big Jesse Santos.
What'd you figure out? Let's see. Santos. I think what we figured out is don't go that way. If you're trying to gain yards, I wouldn't go anywhere near 99.
It was a jet sweep attempt, and the problem is right now that he's getting so much penetration, you got to kind of shelf that.
Well, let's not wait any longer. Let's go back down to the selfie cam and the one and only Mark Jackson for an interview. What do you think? I don't think he's there. We got him? Let's do it. Mark, take it away.
Chad, I want to get you some FaceTime. Is that all good? Me with Frank Martin, Coach.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, Coach, I've been in this situation before. I was actually at the New York Giant game. Were you at the game this year with the Broncos and the Giants? They were down by 33 in the fourth.
Yeah, I didn't go to the game, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Why not, right?
Can you feel
Why
it?
not? It doesn't matter if I believe it. The kids have got to believe it, right? So we'll go try to get them to believe here. We just got to put a couple plays together, get a couple snaps, right? That would be nice. And then hopefully if we can get one score, I think things are going to avalanche for us here. That's the key for us. Just trying to get that first score.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you for your time. All right.
You got it.
Thanks, Mark. That's incredible, right? There's something to be said about the power of positivity. Frank Martin lacks none of that, right? He's all positivity all the time. That's a great way to look at this. If we can get one score, the avalanche is about to happen.
Frank's a great coach and a mentor, and that's one of the things, right? We talked about it earlier. Everything's against you, but that's behind you. You got to get things moving forward. He's had a great defensive last couple of series with Santos kind of leading that charge, but, they get a stop. Who knows? We know Jafria can take it to the house at any given time. You get a couple of quick ones there, and this is still anyone's game.
Tons of athletes on the white team. We know that to be true.
Absolutely.
Hey, speaking of firsts, I think I'm looking at Mark here working the sideline. I think this is his first time ever working the sideline cam. Look out, Susie Wargen. He's coming for you.
It could be the new Susie.
There'll never be another Susie Wargen.
She's pretty good at what she does. But so is Mark Jackson.
Who's that other guy that she works with? Uh-oh, ball's passed deep into the end zone. Completed for the touchdown. What a pitch and catch. Of course it's Zahir. Of course it's Zahir. Zahir on Amashan. No shock to me.
I tell you, great defensive attempt there. And I think that's Jafria back there saying it hit the ground. I wonder if we're going to get a challenge
Come on,
here.
Frankie.
Come on, Frank, challenge it.
Sorry, I yelled that.
Yeah.
What do you think? Did we see anything on the replay?
Well, I haven't. Let's
see. Here's a great angle. Let's see. There's Jafria putting the hit on.
I don't know. You know, from that angle, looks like he kept his arm under it.
I didn't see much there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's keep it on this one the whole time. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Hold on a second.
That ball might
it's too late now, but
might be out.
Interesting. You wish they had challenges in high school football?
No.
Good.
Yeah.
Correct answer.
You know, here's my thing. There's a human element to this game, and we have to trust that those men and women on the field are doing the best they can for the kids, and we don't like all the calls all the time. I know I don't, but it's the human element.
Man, I mean, there was a time there when I'm watching an NFL game and I just would not celebrate until they kicked the extra point.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, we got the 7 because but like, you just get burned too many times on like, unfortunately, an instant replay.
Absolutely.
So I think it's fun to have it in this venue. It's fun to have it because it's so unique. But yeah, I think less is more when it comes to questioning officials and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Same with baseball, too. You know, everyone's like, we should get digital guys calling balls and strikes. I'm like, well, that'd be weird. That'd be weird.
Well, we're taking – I guess we should get rid of
Yeah.
hot dogs and adult frosty beverages, too, then, at the games. I don't.
Everyone has to wear gray.
That's right.
Fourth quarter, only 3 seconds have gone off the board in the fourth quarter. Blue team just scored another touchdown. Check your graphic. Score. And, yeah, this one's coming up tough for the white guys. But you know what? Let's see what they can get something going here.
It's a good run.
Good strong hole up the middle.
5 yards there.
It's number 26 for the white team. Haven't called that one too often.
That's Tylee Chu.
Oh, Tylee Chu, yeah.
Well, I tell you,
Beasley Chu, right? I think he's got his older. I called a couple of his older brothers' games at Aurora Central.
Yeah.
That was when Devon Thornton was running the program there. Yeah. Those were spring games because of, I don't know if you heard, there was a thing called COVID came through, kind of messing with football.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the Pac-12 didn't do so well.
Unfortunately, I remember that.
Yeah, but I tell you, I remember talking about an older Beasley.
Let's see, that number 9 in at quarterback here.
Okay, new quarterback, number 9 for the white team. That's Joshua Healy. Was there a Nick Healy too?
Healy's listed as a wide receiver, but, you know, it's not uncommon that a lot of these guys.
Yeah, probably played quarterback for their team.
Right.
And then when they come here, it's like when, you know, Alex Rodriguez goes to an all-star game and he's got to play third base because Cal Ripken's over at shortstop.
Yeah. You want to play third or you want to watch?
Well, and those are the best players, the players that say, Coach, yes and.
Yeah.
Not yeah but.
Yes and.
Anyone can say yeah but the yes and crew, those are my kind of guys. Okay, shotgun snap, handoff up the middle. Good little gain there. Should be enough for the first down. Move some chains, get the momentum on your side.
Let's go.
And I think Coach Martin said it really well when he said it doesn't matter if I believe. It matters if they believe.
That's right.
Right? And I think it can be tough when you're trying to do the math and saying how many this and that, but like you just got to believe.
It's a great job. 3 plays. They pick up a first down. I believe that's their first down of the half.
Yeah, it was a slow half till right then at that last touchdown. Okay, blue team's got 24 now. White team at 0. 3rd and 10 for the white team.
I believe that's 1st and 10. I think we're off on our scoreboard.
Joshua Healy, yeah.
There we go.
You nailed it. You're good. Do you look for the down markers pretty much all the time?
I do.
It's just like a habit. Deep ball is thrown so nicely and caught.
There it is.
Beautiful catch. Tough little hit there at the end, but wow. Incredible pitch and catch. Number 1, Hudson Sondrup with the great catch.
Sondrup and did a great job holding on with the big hit.
Healy Sondrupped that thing in there.
He sure
did. That was a beautiful ball. Good job, Healy, stepping up and just saying, Coach, I can do this. I can help you out.
Coach G, I'll tell you, they ran the ball 3 times in a row, picked up a first down. The blue team loaded the box and he let it fly, right? So now we're starting to see a little gamesmanship from the offense of the white team here. First down. Let's go get one.
The elevate snaps guy almost got killed there. Okay, shotgun. 3 receivers down to the bottom. Another pass.
Oh, big pressure.
Big pressure. Wow. 84 getting in there and shaking things up. Joaquin Trujillo called his name early.
Yes.
5'6", 135. Big, strong athlete. Yeah, boy, white team didn't have much time there, even if the play was going to be good.
They did. Joaquin came right off the edge, did a great job, what we call running the hill line. Again, didn't get too far upfield, retraced his steps back down the line of scrimmage, and great sack.
Boy, almost a fumble. How did he hold on to the ball? I'm a big fan of this number 9. I like the way he's come in under adversity, right, and just said, hey.
Absolutely.
I'll be the man.
Healy's doing a great job.
7th grade blue team walking here in front of us. They start to get a little bigger and a little stronger, don't they, when they're.
Some big kids. Mr. McGuire, how are you, number 11?
Yeah, there you go, right? Isn't this fun? It's a family affair how many people know each other that wear different team shirts.
Absolutely.
And on a Sunday or on the gridiron, they're cheering for their kid. But, if it's any other situation, they're cheering for your kid. It's a family affair around here. It really is.
Football's a small fraternity.
Coach Culligan with the sweetest lettuce in town.
Scotty, the lettuce master.
God, just call him Scotty Caesar salad.
All right, here we go. After the big loss, 2nd down and double sticks. Got encroachment, it looks like, on the defense, left early.
Coach, I'll make a deal with you.
Yeah.
You can call some play-by-play. You want to get a couple play-by-plays in? You want to do it, and I'll be the color guy for a little bit?
I keep stepping on your toes.
No.
Yeah,
no, it's not that at all. Honestly, I'm serious when I say it. No, I want to kind of hear it. What do you think? If not, that's no big deal. Definitely wasn't saying it like a stepping on the toes thing. No, not at all.
I don't know what I'm doing up here. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, after the penalty, we're 2nd and 10. Healy behind center. We got short motion. Healy drops back, lets it fly. That pass falls incomplete.
That was our guy, LaShawn Burdette Jr. Number 0 had a shot at it. Looked like he was going to come down with it.
I'll tell you, he's got the mismatch over there. You've got 6 foot, and even though I know JoJo Giles is a heck of a football player, that's a big mix match.
How'd that go? Did you like it, the play-by-play thing?
Completely panicked.
That's cool. So you are human?
Yes.
Good. You want to give it another shot?
3rd and 10.
There you go.
White's got to get something going here. Adjusting the slot receiver here to the far side of the field. Healy on the cadence.
Oh, boy.
Pass falls incomplete, broken up there by Giles. That's going to bring up 4th down, Coach G.
How do you know Giles? Where'd you see him growing up?
So JoJo, I had the opportunity of coaching him his first year here at CU. He was on our team and just a really nice young man and heck of an athlete.
So you coached him in the event. Oh, how cool.
And so he has come and come to some of our games. We played out at Aurora Public School Stadium, and he came out and supported us. And again, we talk about family. We talk about small fraternity. It doesn't matter if you're in 6th grade or how old you are. Football is pretty tight-knit, especially in this state.
We got the drone flying high, beautiful day. We got the selfie camera with Mark Jackson. We got Coach Jeremy Bennett, Mullen High School's finest, up here in the booth. I mean, we got instant Roy play down there. I don't know if it can get any better than this. Oh, wait, we got a 7th and an 8th grade game yet?
Yeah.
Well, who's playing in the 8th grade game, Coach?
8th grade, I believe it's Valor Christian, Mike Sanford, and his staff.
Oh, he's the radio guy.
Yeah, the radio guy.
He's that radio show.
Yeah, he also does shows his socks off on 9 News quite a bit during the Bronco Report. And then going against, I don't know, some guy named Jeremy Bennett in the Mullen High School staff. So we'll see what happens there.
Boy, that honestly, if we could pick them, we would pick them. We do the duck races. If you've never been, you got to go see that show in person. It's incredible. But the duck races gave us Mullen versus Valor.
Oh, just stops short. That was Sanders. And that pass was complete to Burdett Jr. I thought he was going to break that tackle and get there. Turnover on downs, Coach.
Yeah, I had to go for it. Couldn't do the 2-on-2 punt. I think at a certain point, you're just trying to get these kids some points,
I want to say this about Coach Martin and this white team, though. They marched that ball all the way down the field, which tells me there's no quitting these young men.
Yeah.
And they're fighting till the end. 7:19 left in the game, 24-0. Let's get another stop.
Starts by getting stops. That's what they tell you. Let's see who the quarterback is for. Looks like that's Sterling back out there, right? Kirkland,
yep.
We got guys coming from the western slope. We got guys coming from up north. We got definitely guys coming from the east, south in the Springs and the Pueblo area. 950 kids.
That's great.
Applied to be a part of this invitational. About 25 per team is all we can take, so that's 250. That means 700 studs.
Absolutely.
Do not get to participate. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try again next year. There's plenty of good kids that were in this last year or in this years before that are not in it this year.
Jesse Santos.
Santos gets the draw play. They're trying to say the ball was out.
That's a TFL. That's about a 5-yard loss.
If I was Coach Martin, I'd really be interested to find out why these kids are saying that ball was out.
There it is. There it is. He's got it up. It's thrown.
See the replay here. Oh. He got it.
We do have a replay flag thrown by Coach Martin.
Replay flag thrown. Look at this. He's holding the ball at the end of that play. Yeah, replay is challenging the fumble here. Coach's challenge, yeah. Officials get together and they walk on over. He threw the flag, right?
Yeah, it's out there.
Okay.
Yeah, here comes.
Interesting.
Here comes Kenny and Kurt. Let me see who's running with Kurt right here.
Kyle and Kevin. Is it all K names or what's going on here?
I think Kurt spells his with the C.
Oh,
Kenny's
really?
Definitely a K. Kenny and I were in a movie together, just so you know.
Come on, get out of here. Was it called?
It's called A High School
The
Story.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
Well, yeah, that could have been it, too. It's called A High School Story.
What was that? Tell me about it.
Football movie. Kenny was the white hat in the movie, and I was a coach on the opposing team. I actually had speaking lines.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That was a bad move.
Yeah. What? It was good because they said
funny.
They said let's.
Here's the replay. Let's check this out. So the ball's a little bit loose here on the grip. Watch this. His feet don't hit.
He's still up.
His knee hasn't hit. That ball sneaks out at the end. I think
you're
this is a great challenge by Coach Martin just to stop the momentum, try and get the ball back. But I also think it's a great challenge because there's a high percentage he might get this thing.
I think it's out.
Look at
it's out.
Okay.
Now, every time I say something that an official does,
right?
No, that's definitely out. It won't go my way.
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
Boy, Santos is just playing a heck of a ball game.
He plays with like this passion for sure, the strength, the speed. So a lot of, when we saw him in his 2-point stance, he's breaking through a lot of times. He does one of two things. He just splits right through if he thinks he can beat you. Or the other thing is he just bops into you, moves you out of the way, and then goes. And either way, he's very effective.
One of the things I notice about him is he has extremely good feet for a young man his size.
Oh, yeah, many of them are not that fleet of foot.
Santos is 225 pounds moving that way. That's pretty impressive.
Wow. The Santos Slam, I think is what we call this. See this? This is our guy, instant Roy play.
Everything's up right there.
If your face mask hits first, that's not a unit of measurement, is it? It's got to be an elbow, wrist,
or
forearm.
knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting. The guys are right here in front of us. It's pretty cool. Oh, there's Becker down there working. Becker's a Coach GTV OG. Alex Becker called the first game with Sanford. But guess what Alex Becker did 2 weeks ago? He called 20 basketball games over a span of 2 weeks for Chassa.
That's awesome.
He called all the girls and all the boys.
I heard him. I watched a lot of those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great friend. He's a great teammate, and he's great at what he does. We're so lucky to have him here.
You know, I think that's a great point too that you bring up because, you know, Becker was just doing Chassa games, right, for state championships.
Right.
No ego, not even on the Coach G TV side of things.
He said, these guys, and I tell you what, I go, what do you want to do? You want to do this or that? Oh, here we go. Here comes the call. Fumble recovered by the white team. A successful challenge, our first successful challenge of the day here at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational.
Great.
And it goes to Frank Martin and his avalanche of positivity.
Great challenge. Great job by the Castleview staff keeping these kids engaged.
Do you know who took this shot right here, this video? Becker. The guy who called all the state championship games is the one who's on the camera for the first overturned challenge of the week.
Great camera work.
Oh, my gosh. And just when it couldn't get any better, we got Mark Jackson down there with his selfie. Mark, what's going on?
Hey, guys, you know, the opposite of Jesse Santos has to be Joaquin Martin. He's been absolutely terrorizing the white team's offensive passing ability. And I'm here with his dad. Just a little bit about what's going on. What are you seeing out there?
Just a dog being a dog. Hard work paying off finally.
Nice. So you came out here with your family?
Yeah.
Who do you have here?
Joaquin's mothers, aunties, grandfathers, cousins, uncles, everyone out today.
We got the whole fam on the selfie cam. Oh, that rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a family fair, the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. Back to you guys.
Mark Jackson.
Thanks, Mark.
He knows. It is a family affair here. Mark Jackson, he's a member of the Jackson 5. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, he's got a lot of brothers. He's got Phil Jackson. Maybe you've heard of him. Andrew Jackson, the former president. Jesse Jackson, rest in peace.
Absolutely.
And Michael Jackson. Trips up high. Sanders is there with Jafria next to him. Surprised we haven't called 12's name and number for a touchdown. Look at Sanders throwing a beautiful, deep, high ball. It's up, and speaking of high ball, it was high-pointed. It was high-pointed for the touchdown. 0-0. Yo, my goodness, Braxton Brown. Downtown Braxton Brown.
Braxton went up and got that ball. One of the things you always coach your wide receivers, go get the ball at the highest point.
Man, looking like Larry Fitzgerald out there high-pointing that thing. Braxton Brown. Tip of the cap, but I think we got to give a little bit of love to number 4, Princeton Sanders. Look at that ball.
To the outside shoulder. The only person that had a shot at that was Brown.
It wasn't up too high for too long. It wasn't a laser like J.J. McCarthy just throwing heaters all night. It was perfect tempo and perfect touch.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, that's what they needed.
That's exactly what they needed. Not to mention get them on the board. 24-6. 2 points for the kick, 1 point for the snap. Looks like they're going to go with the full snap for 1 point. The reason we know they're going for the snap is because they kick on this end of the field.
Okay, that's good to know.
We made them pull up the other ones over there. We said, nope, we need the camera from up there. Okay, here we go. Princeton just made his best throw of the day. Let's see if he can put a couple nice plays together. He's definitely still on his feet. Broken play. Whistles blew. They called it dead. I think progress was probably.
Progress was stopped. Great effort.
But I tell you what, they are now on the board. White's on the board, 24-6. Quarter number 4.
Charles Thompson stepped in the hole there. Sanders had nowhere to go. Good job by Big 55 to make that tackle.
I will say that the trenches have been outstanding in this second half. probably explains why each team only has one score. It's hard to, it's hard to get going when the front sevens that you're staring at are not letting you go anywhere.
That center shotgun exchange is gotten a lot better the second half for the White. They gave Princeton a lot of time to throw that one. All right.
We got our guy, Sterling Kirkland. Motion coming across underneath. Slows down. Hands that ball off. Looks like a little sweep to the right side. 6 with the carry. That's Grayson Basinger. Did a nice job of getting hit and going forward after getting hit, not getting hit and just falling backwards. Probably gained another 2 yards there.
Yeah, Basinger, it's his 3rd carry of the day and his best.
Still the stats here. I'm trying to point out some amazing numbers. And, I mean, there's just only one that stands out.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it out loud, but it's a -72 on rushing.
And, of course, a lot of those are those snaps.
That's all they are. No, you can lose a couple yards on a bad run, but, yeah, you lose 18 yards over your head. Okay, look at this. This Basinger again getting loose. Ooh.
Nice, good hard running by Basinger.
Look. Basinger with a great run there. Hey, let's go down to Mark Jackson. He's got Princeton Sanders on the White team. Talk about that touchdown, Mark.
Hey, yeah, guys, I'm down here with Princeton Sanders. What were you saying to your receiver out there? Looked like you guys did a little signaling.
Yeah, we worked on it in practice and everything. This means just basically go.
Oh, don't tell everybody your secrets.
Oh, shoot, my bad.
Whoa, time out. That's cool. I love it when a quarterback has some chemistry with the wide receiver. Do you know any other great wide receivers? What's your favorite wide receiver?
I mean, my dad was a wide receiver in the league. So
what?
I'd probably say, yeah, him.
Right on. Good answer. Is his name Emmanuel by chance?
Yeah.
All right. You carving out your own little niche right there with that arm. Is it this one or that one?
Right here.
All right, awesome.
Hey, shout out Braxton Brownlow with the catch. Good catch, bro.
Boom, there you go.
That's how you do it right there. Mark Jackson with the selfie cam getting Emmanuel Sanders, former Bronco. He's got his son out here, Princeton. And I tell you what, Mark makes a good point. You know, it's cool to have a dad like that, but it's also cool to get to form your own, version of yourself. And boy, what a top-notch kid there, giving shout-out to his wide receiver and all the love.
Could have taken all the glory in the interview, and he wanted everyone to know, shout out to Mr. Brown.
That's Mark Jackson. Maybe you saw him recently in the Elway documentary. That's a great documentary.
Absolutely.
So Mark knows a thing or two about playing catch with some good quarterbacks. He says, man, that ball that they caught at the end of the drive, it hurt. It hit, but not like the pain would have hurt of dropping it.
Yeah, he wasn't dropping that ball.
Big shout out to our crew here, Sports Reels. That's Ryan. Ryan does everything for you. By the time he gets here, he gets to relax because he's done all his work so much so. And by relax, I mean help everyone else out. I saw him looking for cords and all that. Game day kicking. If you're looking to get better at kicking the ball, I'm telling you, I hung out with Dean for like 5 minutes and I was banging 30-yarders.
That's good. Dean's as good as they get as a kicking coach.
Oh, he's handsome too. Tell you what, when I grow up, I'd like to be that handsome. Jeez Louise. And he's got that British accent too, so he's charming. It's a dangerous combination. Pass goes out to the left side. No, number 8, Isaac Flores does a great job of getting the first down. And then he got met there about 15 yards downfield by Blake Maestas. What'd you see there on that hit?
I tell you, clean in. Maestas saves what could have been a touchdown. Big hit. You know what's impressive to me about this group is the angles they take. So when you say they're all-stars, the best of the best, it's the little things. These guys take good angles. They get there with purpose. Yeah.
No, you're right on there.
Just a great job by Maestas and a great job run after catch there.
Yeah, Maestas, he could be down 50 and he's going to play his heart out. I can tell. What's that yellow helmet? Is that Valley Vikings?
Yes.
That is fun too. One of the fun things you can see, like an all-star game, they get to wear their club team helmet one of the things too is that they will try their very best to put kids that play a lot together on opposite teams.
Yeah.
They don't want the quarterback and the wide receiver from one team to be paired up together.
Absolutely.
They want guys to throw to guys they've never thrown to and catch from guys they've never been thrown to from. So I think it's already hard enough trying to figure out which 250 to accept, and then you got to piece them all together. It's quite impressive what Coach Z is able to do.
They put a lot of work into this. They could just put rosters together and throw them out there, and they don't. There's a lot of film study, and I think that's what makes this, you know, the leading all-star game in the nation. Yeah, forget about the setting. Forget about, you know, all the stuff you get. We're talking about picking and choosing players and teams the right way. I do want to mention that last carry on that for the blue team was Chance Dawson. He did a great job. Should have been a tackle for loss. Put his foot in the ground and picked up a few yards. So.
I mean, there's been plenty of players making plays for the 24-point scored on the blue team, and even though Chance hasn't gotten his name called for a touchdown, he's definitely made some great plays to help contribute. And I think, you know, the amazing thing about team sports is, like, you need guys to just get you first down so other guys can get you touchdowns. You need a guy to get a single so I can hit a 2-run homer. You know, the assist is one of the greatest stats in all of sports, and you need more than one to do it.
Absolutely.
So there's just something so cool about getting to be a contributor on a team that's – let's see what's going on here. Is it here just taking his helmet off?
Just an ear pad problem.
Right. Yeah, so it's so cool to get to say you contributed to a victory in an event like this. Have you been to other invitationals like this across the country?
Nothing like this, but I have. There goes Hotchkiss.
Maybe that's the key. You just got to get away from 99, and then you can try and get loose. Hotchkiss, cool story about JT. He made 2 free throws to ice the game in the semifinals for his Our Lady of Loretto squad,
Nice.
Cassell Hoops. I'm a big fan of the Cassell Hoops, the Catholic League here.
Absolutely.
They give those kids the widgets. They give them so much fun to do. But JT went up there, 1-point game, bam, makes the first one. Spins it, 1-point game. 2-point game, bam, makes the second one, puts it out of reach.
That is awesome.
Cold-blooded.
We love Casal. We host most of the Casal championships at Mullen High School. We're happy to do it and happy to partner with those kids.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, you should look up CSAL and come join us. You'd be surprised how many games you can get for a 3rd, 4th, and 5th grader.
Absolutely.
Okay, there's the handoff. That's the draw.
Oh.
And that's our guy, Chance Dawson.
Dawson, he stopped there by Evan Gonzalez.
It says 83 pounds, but I don't know. He kind of run. I mean, when you look at him, that sounds about right. But he runs like a little heavier, a little stronger.
He does. He runs behind his pads, does a great job. Tough kid, you can tell.
It's starting to tick down there. We're at the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter. Blue team has pretty much had the lead from the get-go. White team, they got over their early game troubles. Definitely made some amazing drives here after about the 2nd quarter, but it was a lot to come back from. And the blue team has been polished. They haven't really made any mistakes.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see here. Who else? Want to make sure we shout out all the kids. Colton Barton, he had a good game today. Mason Chavez, O-line. Mark Schulke Jr., we know he's on the O-line for the blue team. Charles Thompson, we mentioned his name a bunch. And then the Hernandez Salazar Vasquez crew. No shortage of Z's there.
Doing a great job. Everybody's playing their tails off.
Do you think Coach Z will accept you if you have a Z in your last name? Is that kind of a prereq?
I think you're in. That's yeah.
If your name was Jeremy Zenit, you'd be in, no problem.
Yeah, I'm actually going to change it. I think. I just think that's something I should do.
Santos? It's Santos. Oh well, you're in anyway, big fella.
Yeah, that's right.
The Santos slam is the one that got them the fumble, and the fumble is what got them the touchdown. So 90 seconds left. We're coming up here. Blue team is going to get the W. Back-to-back wins for blue team. What do you think? Anything else we're forgetting to mention?
No, I'd like to see this white team just keep banging, keep getting after it. Ball's handed off there.
There's Santos.
Yeah, boy, Santos is all over the place.
You know, white team is good. This white team is good.
They are good.
They didn't take very good care of the ball early, and that's we know that. But I think the reason I'm telling you why the white team is good is to tell you this blue team has played nice today.
Absolutely.
They played really good today.
And they're deep. Listen, I think that's Van Cutter's first carry of the game, first time we've called his name.
Right.
But, nice little pickup, 3 yards. And he's running hard in there with a 225-pound D tackle staring you dead in the face. Clock's running here. At 4th down.
Yep, just coming up on 30 seconds. I think they're just working some clock, and then he's going to take a timeout right before it goes.
Yep.
4th down will be a punt down most likely. Although maybe we'll go for it and give the kids one more little chance to shine. What are you going to try and get done this evening? You going to hang around for the 8th grade game?
Yeah, I feel like I have to.
It's going to be standing room only in here. Do you got a place to stand?
Yeah, I pretty good spot. I think, standing up here, this has been really comfortable. I've had a great time, but this wood is uncomfortable on my knees. I'm going to see if I can get down on that soft grass.
Right.
So.
Well, it's that new grass. You said they put the cocoa coir in there or something and some bamboo?
That's coconut husk and cork. Yeah.
Wow.
That's your safest infill right now.
That sounds like a meal you get at a place in Boulder. Some
you
cork
could.
and coconut
you
husk.
You could.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can I get that vegan, please? Thank you. I love this place. Big shout out to Boulder, Colorado, University of Colorado for having us here. Alex lets us in. She's so helpful. She takes great care of us. Danielle, the whole crew of volunteers here. And I think when we're going to mention volunteers, we got to mention the moms and dads, the parents of kids that are in this thing, and of alumni. There's so many alumni parents that are helping out.
Yes.
And you see Cade's, you see Cade's mom and dad over there. You see all these folks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Big shout out to the parents. Well, we are going to step back
ball
and
spin. Going deep with it. Good try there. I like it. I'm not against it. That's 17, Sterling Kirkland looking for his guy, number 12, Monte Autry. And maybe that's because we haven't called Autry's name too much, and they wanted to give him a look.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't look at it as like trying to run up the score or anything. I think what you look at it as is it's 4th down, trying to get some kids.
Yeah, I agree.
A little bit more shine.
I agree with that. You're giving kids an opportunity, and boy, these kids deserve it. And one of the lessons, Coach, that you have to learn, though, is even though you made an all-star team and you were picked to be on this, not everyone plays the same amount of snaps, and that's real life. So these kids are getting a taste of that, but they do such a good job with getting guys on the field.
Yeah, and in case you're wondering, there is a team mom that's keeping track of snaps, and that's important to us too. It's not about winning or losing. It's about showing off as many great athletes as you can, and we have got all the greatest athletes here. So
absolutely,
just another great rule they have that promotes kids getting equal playing time.
There's Prince. Let's see what we get here.
Fresh off
He's got him.
Dime, and then there's Brandon Jafria with a sick catch. And, boy, he got met there by Zahir Anamashan. But what a catch from Brandon Jafria. They're running. They're moving. Looks like they got 0 timeouts left.
He's got to go.
Clock's ticking. Do they got a spike? Throw that spike.
Let's go. Let's go. Get one here. Get one here.
He's pointing fingers. Good. If anyone was watching earlier, I think he just gave the sign he told Mark Jackson about. Okay, good.
He's directing
traffic.
traffic.
Bought himself some time.
He's going to have to get in here.
This is crazy. He's into the 20. And great tackle. Wow, that's how you end it. That's how you end it, Joe. Joe Giles. That's how you do it. Congratulations. That's the end of the game. The blue team did it 24-6. White team was a formidable opponent. Just couldn't quite get the snap game figured down, and by the time they did, it might have been a little too little, a little too late.
Well, congratulations to both teams. They fought hard till the end. As we saw at that last play, Princeton takes off with it. Giles has got to make a great play. He doesn't want to give up the touchdown. Princeton wants to score. Hey, and thanks for having me. This has been a blast.
Incredible.
I appreciate it.
I've always wanted to, I've had a beer with you, per se, but I've never had this much fun with you. And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll trade you a ticket to a Buffs game for a ticket to a Broncos game. You let me know if we can make that work.
Well, we'll make that arrangement
Also,
happen.
let me know if you guys need anyone to call games on Friday nights. We love getting out there under the lights.
Yes.
I'm sure I could find a crew of Beckers and Archulettas if you and the Mullen faithful have any inclination on that.
We would absolutely love that. We will be in touch on that. You do such an amazing job. Grandparents, aunts, uncles across the country, I'll tell you, Coach GTV got it done for you.
We love you guys. We love it. We do it for the kids. And we got no shortage of incredible kids here. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your first time. Mark Jackson's down there on the sideline with Zahir Anamashan. Let's hear it.
I'm here with Zahir, as you said, and he is a bad man. You're a bad man. Did you know that?
Yes, I know that.
So you had 5 grabs today. You had a TD today.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you like to have accomplished today that you didn't get accomplished?
So I had dropped the interception right here, went right over my hands. That's what I wanted to catch right there.
All right, so you play both ways. What you like better, defense or offense?
I like offense better because, I just be cooking people.
Do you have a growth spurt coming on anytime soon?
Probably next year, maybe this year.
All right. What are you doing on the push-up side? 50, 100 push-ups a day? How much?
25.
25
a day.
Are you working on those legs? My coach used to tell me to work on my legs. What are you doing for your legs?
I do squats, deadlift, and some more.
All right. Favorite school subject?
Math.
I love it. What's the Pythagorean theorem?
I don't know what that is.
What's the area of the inside of a triangle, a right triangle?
I don't know that either.
All right, we're going to get that later, guys. He says, I'm only in the 6th grade. Great game today, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
That wraps up Mark Jackson's first ever game doing sideline with our newly invented selfie cam. No one better to do the selfie. You ever seen Mark on Facebook for 30 minutes straight just walking around random places?
Absolutely awesome. What other game can you find what should be a Ring of Famer talking to 6th graders?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a phenomenal job.
There's only one place you can get that, Coach Bennett, and it's right here, right now at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. And it's just kind of like when you got people like Coach Z, look at this, we're on the big screen. Let's give them a little look. When you got Coach Z, when you got Chris Unruh, Mandy and Cassie, you just know that they're going to give their best, and it makes you want to give your best.
Absolutely. They work extremely hard. They'll start planning for next year tomorrow probably.
Correct.
There's not a lot of time off, and as a head high school football coach here in the state that's been able to be a part of this, I want to thank them again for the work they do for these kids in this state. If you're out there and about and you see them, hey, just tell them thanks because they do a great job.
You do a great job too, man. You're a great coach. You're a great man. You're a great leader of men.
Thank you.
Okay?
Appreciate it. We
try.
try.
I would love to get you back up here next year to call a game for the CYFI number 5. They're going to be doing tricked out jerseys.
Amen.
Yeah. So that's it for our 6th grade game. The blue team comes out successful, 24-6. Great game, fun to watch. Had a blast with Coach Jeremy Bennett, Mark Jackson on the sideline. And for all the crew here at Coach GTV, we just want to say thank you so much for watching. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the 7th grade game. We love you, and we'll see you soon. Signing off for Coach GTV in the 6th grade game. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
That concludes another outstanding performance from these All-Stars at the Colorado Youth Football Invitational. Mark, what is going on out here? These kids are amazing. These games are so fun to watch.
Jeff, they're laying it all on the line. They've only had, 1 day of practice, and it's so amazing that these coaches can get these guys in the right position, and they're doing their best out there, and it's so much fun to watch them exceed.
Oh, the coaches, the players are great. How about the coverage? We got the drones flying around, the sideline selfie stick, Mark. I thought you did great there.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, and I tell you, just when you thought we couldn't take this thing to the next level, we did it.
Next level.
Yeah. Tons of people we'd like to thank. Obviously, Chris and Cassie Unruh, you know, the dreamers behind this, Coach Z and Mandy, the Martinez family. Just really incredible to see a family affair like this get taken to such an incredible level.
What's the whole team? I mean, again, I'm watching their kids grow up through this process over the last 4 years, and I'm watching these kids that are playing in the Colorado Youth Football Invitational just absolutely grow and just grow with confidence. This sport is all about creating more confidence in kids, not for fame or fortune or for the money. These kids, you can see them develop in their maturity and how they treat other people.
Incredible. Yeah, it's fun to see even the alumni come back. I mean, the parents are smiling just as big as the kids are. And you know what? We got some of the best parents in the state, too. These are all-star parents, all-star kids, all-star coaches, and all-star coverage that we give you live on Coach G TV. Mark, we appreciate you so much for making this happen. It's such a pleasure to get to have Denver's favorite amigo call these games, and just want to thank you again for making this happen.
Well, Jeff, it's a pleasure working with you. And like you said, the Unruhs, the Martinezes, the fact that you guys are putting this together, and it takes a lot behind the scenes, and Coach G TV is there.
We're the best. We appreciate you watching. And we'll see you guys next year for our 5th edition of the Colorado Youth Football Invitational.